1 year ago, Central City entered their homecoming game 0-5 and looking to gain their first win of the season. This year, the situation is a perfect inverse, and the 10th-ranked Wildcats come into homecoming 2022 with a perfect 4-0 record, looking to take down the 4th-ranked team in the state, Easton Valley. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's presentation of Wildcat Football on the Wildcat Sports YouTube page. I'm David Warrington. It's a top 10 matchup in Central City tonight as the Wildcats take on the Easton Valley Riverhawks. And before we get started tonight, let's go ahead and give a shout out to our sole sponsor, Heartland Bank. Heartland Bank and Trust Company is a community bank with offices in Central City and Eastern Iowa, providing a complete line of financial services to commercial and retail customers, customized lending, and cash management solutions. We build strong relationships by getting to know our customers and understanding their needs. Learn more at www.hbtbank.com. Member FDIC. So folks, here we go. Big game in Central City tonight, to say the least. Wildcats are back in the top 10 after a couple of seasons that started with multiple losses in a row, I should say. They're ranked 10th in the Radio Iowa poll released this past Monday. The Easton Valley Riverhawks are 4th, and it's a big-time matchup here in Central City tonight. Let's take a look at tonight's teams. First, for your Central City Wildcats. As I said, 4-0 coming into the year. Wins over Lone Tree, Key, Edco, and last week at Midland, winning 44-20. Wildcats are ranked 10th in 8-player coming into tonight's game. Assistant coaches are Mark Kirscher, Mike Ferguson, and Spencer Nowadsky. Central City's head coach in his 8th season is Matt Myers. During his time with the Wildcats, Coach Myers' record of 32 wins and 38 losses. Starting quarterback for the Wildcats is the junior Jaden Hanson. On the year, he's 19 of 46, 356 yards, 8 touchdowns, and he had his first interception of the year last week. Aiden Klosterman, a fellow junior, leads the rushing attack. 83 carries, 471 yards, and 7 touchdowns on the year. Lucas Greif is the top threat in the receiving game. The seniors caught 12 passes for 159 yards and 4 touchdowns. And Makai Benton leads a stout Wildcat defense. The junior has 22 tackles on the year, 12 for loss, and 9 sacks. And now looking at tonight's visitors, the Easton Valley Riverhawks. They are ranked 4th in 8-player, coming 3-1 on the season. They lost their opener at a very good Don Bosco team. Believe they are ranked 3rd in the state. Then have wins over South Beloit of Illinois, Midland, and Springville. Last week they hosted Springville and got that win 66-0. Assistant coaches for the Riverhawks are Derek Irwin, Trey Johnson, and Justin Webster. Easton Valley's head coach in his 5th season is Anthony Johnson. During his time with the Riverhawks, Coach Johnson, record of 38 wins and 10 losses. Starting quarterback for the Riverhawks is Hayden Felke. The tight end turned quarterback is a senior. On the year, 10 of 24, 229 yards and 8 touchdowns. Charlie Simpson's the running back. The senior has ran it 51 times, 705 yards and 12 touchdowns. Listed at 6 feet tall, 220 pounds, and with speed down the far sideline. He is a very important player for the Riverhawks. Wildcats will tackle well when he has the football. Leading receiver is actually a freshman, Callan Mesrich, 4 catches, 133 yards and 3 touchdowns. There's several players that get involved in the receiving game, however, so the Wildcat defense will have to keep an eye on a wide host of Riverhawks. And the starting quarterback, Hayden Felke, also leads the defensive front for Easton Valley. The defensive end has 32 tackles on the year, 11-4 loss, and 7.5 sacks to lead a very stout Riverhawk defense. Since 2008, Central City is 2-9 against the Riverhawks. They had wins in 2008 and 2018, but it's been rough for the last few years. Last year in Preston, back on September 24th, the Wildcats dropped the game against Easton Valley. Final score there was 63-6. So there is a look at tonight's rosters and all the key information as we get closer to kickoff here. We got about 10.5 minutes on the clock. The band is getting set to take the field for the national anthem here in a little bit. Before they do so, why don't we go ahead and take a look at some district results from last week. In Preston, as I said, the 4th-ranked Riverhawks took down Springville 66-0. Central City was on the road and beat Midland. Final score there was 44-20. In non-district play, Key went to Janesville, and Key took down those Wildcats 48-34. Edgewood Colesburg was off. They did not play a game this past Friday night, as they did not reschedule after losing one of their games to either Elkader or Cal Wheat, one of those teams that dropped out and is not fielding a varsity team this year. With that, here's an updated look at our district standings. In 6th at 0-3 is Springville. Midland is 5th at 0-2. Key and Edgewood Colesburg are tied for 3rd at 1-1. Fourth-ranked Easton Valley is second at 2-0. And Central City, ranked 10th in the state for Class 8 player, they lead the district. They are 3-0 in district play. Tonight is pretty much the district championship game. Barring a massive upset, this winner will take the district crown. I will go over tonight's District 5 matchups here in just a moment, but right now we are going to pause as the marching band is out on the field and getting set to perform tonight's rendition of the national anthem. Both teams on their sidelines face towards the flag. 9 minutes till kickoff. I'll step aside briefly here, and we'll be right back with you after the playing of tonight's national anthem. Very nice rendition of our national anthem. And folks, we are about 7.5 minutes away from kickoff in tonight's top 10 matchup, as both teams will take the sideline momentarily. As I said, here is a look at the Week 5 District 5 matchups. Of course, 4th-ranked Easton Valley is here taking on 10th-ranked Central City. In the other district matchup, Midland is at Springville. In non-district contest tonight, Riceville is going to Lansing to take on Key, and Edgewood Colesburg is on the road. They are taking on the West Central Blue Devils over there in Maynard. Wildcats will be in Maynard here in 2 weeks. As the Wildcats take the field, we're getting close to kickoff here. Let's take a quick look at tonight's weather. For the first time this season, it does feel like football weather. I've got 54 degrees. Feels like 51. Not a whole lot of wind to speak of here tonight. It has come in gusts, but for the most part, it hasn't been too bad. And there was a little bit of rain throughout the day, but according to what the forecast looks like right now, we should be able to stay dry, fingers crossed, and I'll knock on wood, see if we can keep this one dry throughout the contest. So Wildcats are on the sideline wearing their red helmets with the black Wildcat scratch logo, black home uniforms with white numerals and red trim, and they got their black pants with red trim down the sideline, down the side of the pants, I should say, and Wildcats written in black on those football pants. Riverhawks are just about to take the sideline. They are behind the goalpost to my right at the moment. They're wearing their white helmets with the orange Riverhawk logo on the side, white uniforms with orange numerals, and all white pants for the Riverhawks as they appear to be taking the sideline here any moment. Riverhawks 3-1. That one loss coming to Don Bosco, ranked 3rd in Class 8 player way back on opening night. As now the Riverhawks do go ahead and take the sideline. Wildcats a perfect 4-0 as they will be set to take on Easton Valley in a top 10 matchup. As I said before the national anthem, this game, barring a massive upset afterwards, will essentially decide the district. Both of these teams are all but confirmed to be in the postseason regardless. In fact, I believe the Wildcats, barring some very strange circumstances, I don't really think they can miss the playoffs at this point. And Easton Valley, in all likelihood, will be there as well. So captains are getting lined up. They're going to go to midfield here in just a moment, and then we'll know how we're going to get tonight's matchup started. Captains for Easton Valley appear to be Charlie Simpson, Hayden Felke, and then I believe that is the Hewling twins. It is Aiden and Ashton Hewling, all senior captains for Easton Valley. Wildcats captains coming out as well. 2 seniors in the form of David Munyakazi alongside Colton Nowatzki and a couple of juniors, Aiden Klosterman and Dayton Price, as the captains head out to midfield. Of course, the official coin toss happened some 25 minutes ago. This is just the show coin toss to demonstrate to the crowd who's going to be getting the football first, who won the toss, what they chose. All of those good things. Both teams have their 4 captains out there. And we'll know what's going to be going on to start the game here in just a moment. So here is the result of the coin toss. Easton Valley won the toss. They will defer their choice to the second half, and therefore, of course, Central City will take the football to begin the game. Wildcats will work left to right to get this one started. And to open the game, the Riverhawks will kick off right to left. So there you have it. Central City gets the football first, and we are down to about 3.5 minutes to go until we get this contest underway. Very excited for this one, folks, no doubt about it. This Riverhawk team beat Central City 85-0 2 years ago, 63-6 last season. Wildcats trying to make things a much different ball game here tonight as they get set to go against Easton Valley. Kickoff team for the Riverhawks and kick return team for the Wildcats are both huddled up along their respective sidelines. I'm up here in the home press box, of course, so the Wildcats are on the near sideline to my vantage point. Riverhawks on the far sideline. Will mention, I'm in my own booth up here for the first time as the new press box on the visitor side is complete. And Riverhawk coaches and their TV stream they bring to YouTube is over on that side of the field. So props to all involved who helped get that second press box built. Makes for a much roomier experience for all involved. And it's just overall a good thing for our school as both teams take the field, and we're just about set to go. Aiden Klosterman and Lucas Greif are back deep to return for Central City. It will be Ashton Hewling set to kick it away for Easton Valley to begin tonight's contest. Hewling has put 5 kickoffs into the end zone for touchbacks out of 14. He has a pretty good leg, and he will again kick right to left to begin this game. Greif and Klosterman are back deep to return. They will work left to right. 12 minutes are on the clock, and tonight's top 10 matchup is set to get underway. Hewling comes up to the football, sends it away, and here we go. Kickoff's going to be fielded at the 10 by Aiden Klosterman. Juking around, gets up to the 20, finds a seam, past the 30, and taken down by the kicker, Ashton Hewling, at about the 30-yard line. Somewhere around 20 yards on that return by Aiden. And Central City will start first down and 10 from their own 30-yard line. So first and 10, Central City from their own 30 as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hansen in the shotgun. Aiden Klosterman's to his left. Looks like Matthew Klosterman is an up back over there as well. Now everybody splits out. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Hansen by himself in the shotgun. Hansen takes the snap, drops back, pressure there. He steps up. He's going to take off and scramble. He will get about 4 yards, but he loses the football, and Easton Valley gets it. And Easton Valley has the football. Hayden Felke on the recovery. Jaden Hansen fumbled the football when he tried to scramble. Gained about 7 yards up to the 37. But then the football came out as it was Hayden Felke that got on it. And the Riverhawks will get the possession. First down and 10 from the Wildcat 37-yard line. Riverhawks up to the line. Callan Mestrich split out to the left. Felke under center. He's got Charlie Simpson as the running back. I believe that's Aiden Hewling at fullback. Play action pass, rolling right. Screen pass over to Simpson. He's got some blockers down the near sideline past the 30, 25-20, 15. Shoves off Lucas Greif, and he's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown as Easton Valley strikes first on a 37-yard touchdown connection. Hayden Felke to Charlie Simpson on the screen pass. And Easton Valley strikes in a hurry 40 seconds into this game. Riverhawks can kick extra points, but they generally go for 2 as long as games are not out of hand. So I believe that's what we're going to see here. It indeed is. One receiver to the left, trips to the right, tight to the line of scrimmage. Cale Johnson is in the shotgun. High snap, way back there to about the 20. Ends up falling onto that the 25. So the 2-point conversion, of course, is no good. 11 minutes and 20 seconds to go in our opening quarter. Easton Valley strikes first, and the Riverhawks lead this one 6-0. So not the start the Wildcats wanted, that's for sure. On the first play from scrimmage, Hansen fumbles the football. And then Hayden Felke gets a screen pass over on the near sideline to Charlie Simpson on the Riverhawks' first play from scrimmage. And Easton Valley leads this one 6-0. Greif and Aiden Klosterman are back deep to return. That's Lucas Greif. His brother Christopher's 10 yards up at the 20 as a lead blocker, I should say. And Matthew Klosterman is up there as well. As the Riverhawks come back onto the field, Ashton Hewling has the tee. He'll set it at the 30 and get set to kick it away. Hewling has his arm in the air. And here comes the kickoff. Kick is away. Kick will be fielded by Aiden at about the 8. Returns it up to the 15. Gets a block. Now Mo goes to the other side of the field and is going to be taken out of bounds right around the 30-yard line. Looks like it was Aiden Hewling and Ashton Hewling, both Hewling twins in on that play. Another pretty solid return from Aiden. This one ends up past the 30, up to about the 31. That is where Central City will start their possession. That'll be the 32-yard line. Good field position for Central City. 1st and 10 from their own 32 as they come up to the line. Klosterman brothers are in the backfield with Christopher Greif as the fullback. Remember, either one of them could take the snap. This one will go to Aiden. Gets a nice lead block. Makes a nice move past the 35. Good hard-nosed running of the football that time by Aiden Klosterman. He will be up past the 35 to around the 38. Pickup of 6 on that carry by Aiden. It's 2nd down and 4. A couple yards shy of midfield. If you're just tuning in, David Warrington here from Central City High School. Wildcats fall behind early. It's 6-0 Riverhawks. 10:45 to go in our opening quarter. Wildcats up to the line. 2nd and 4 from their own 38. Same formation. Klosterman brothers are back there. Aiden on the left, Matthew on the right. Goes to Christopher Greif. The fullback goes straight ahead. Gets a couple of yards up to about midfield. And 3rd down and short will be upcoming. Christopher Greif gets that one to the midfield stripe. So it will be 3rd down and 2 for Central City. They need the 38 in Riverhawk territory. Wildcats up to the line. 3rd down and 2 from midfield. Same formation, except this time Matthews on the left, Aiden is on the right. This snap goes to Aiden. Dances around in the backfield, but nothing's there as Aiden Hewling blows that play up. Caden Ross was in there, as was Hayden Felke. No room for Aiden that time, and it's going to be the punt team jogging out there for Central City as Aiden lost about 4 on that carry back to the Wildcat 36. It's 4th down and 6 as Aiden Hewling will go back deep to return for the Riverhawks. Wildcats break their huddle. Jaden Hansen will snap it, and Aiden Klosterman will punt it away. He's lined up at about the 23-yard line. Klosterman averages just shy of 30 yards per punt so far this year. Wildcats tend to motion on their punts, and they will here as Arwin Betzer does come in motion left to right. Bit of a low snap, but it's handled. Kicks away, but it's off the side of his foot. It will take a decent Wildcat bounce, but ends up not being as bad as it could have been. Goes out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. So the Riverhawks will take over. 1st down and 10 from their own 26. 18 yards on that punt from Aiden that kind of went off the side of his foot. Took a fortunate Wildcat bounce that stopped an even worse punt. So 1st and 10 Riverhawks from their own 26. They're up to the line. Hayden Felke in the shotgun. Charlie Simpson to his right. They connected on a screen pass for a touchdown in their only play from scrimmage so far. Felke's going to pass. Dancing around in the pocket. Now we'll look to take off. Gets rid of it. Going down the field. Callan Mesrich is there, and he drops it. In and out of the hands. They had a step on Nolan Gates. But the freshman who leads the Riverhawks in receiving this season drops that one out of his hands, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Mesrich, a 5'7", 125-pound freshman. On the year, has caught 4 passes, 133 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Nearly had a long 5th catch But that one falls to the ground. Riverhawks up to the line, 2nd and 10 from their own 26. Mesrich splits out left. Felke under center. Aiden Hewling's the fullback, and Charlie Simpson's the running back. They go with a hard count. Simpson up the middle, and great tackle by Aiden Klosterman. Is wise to go low and take down the much bigger Charlie Simpson. I mentioned in the open, Simpson goes about 6 feet, 220 pounds with speed. But not too much room that time. Does gain about 3 yards up to the 29. 3rd down and 7 is upcoming for Easton Valley. Riverhawks up to the line. 1 receiver left. That's Mesrich. Johnson and Hewling out to the right. Felke in the shotgun. Simpson to his right. 3 linemen for Easton Valley on this play. Hewling comes in motion to the right. Now pitch goes to Simpson. He's got some blockers out there. He'll have the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's going to keep his feet. Drags Lucas Greif for an extra 5 yards and finally goes out of bounds past the 30. We'll see where they do spot it. He actually went out of bounds a little bit earlier than the play actually ended up stopping. So he gets it up to the 32-yard line. And that will be a 1st down for Easton Valley. Charlie Simpson picks up 19 yards on 3rd down and 7. 1st and 10 for Easton Valley from the Wildcat 32. 8:15 to go in our opening quarter. Felke under center, Simpson behind him, takes the snap, play action pass, drops back in the pocket, pressure's there, avoids a couple of guys. He's just going to tuck it and take off, and he falls and slips to his knee. Of course, at the high school level, you don't need to be touched down, you just have to have your knee or your forearm, whatever it may be, touch the floor. That's what happened there as Felke scrambles for about 4 yards perhaps. As 2nd down and 6 will be upcoming for Easton Valley. Great pressure that time by that Wildcat front, but the Riverhawks quarterback Hayden Felke was able to get out of there and salvage 4 yards out of it. I formation with Mesrich split out left. Hewling goes in motion to the right. It'll be a pitch out to Simpson on the right, and he breaks out of 1 tackle, still fighting ahead. He'll be taken down short of a 1st down up to about the 25-yard line. Picked up about 3 yards on 2nd down and 6, did Simpson. They will spot it, that looks like, we'll call that the 25. So gain of 3. 3rd down and 3 is coming up for Easton Valley. Riverhawks up to the line, 3rd down and 3 from the Wildcat 25. Felke in the shotgun, Simpson to his left. Couple of receivers bunched up to the left. Felke takes the snap, keeps it up the middle. He will have the 1st down, or maybe not. He's dragged down, but I think he's going to get it by about a yard, as he needed the 21, or excuse me, the 22, and I believe he got the 21. Indication is 1st down, and now they move the chains. Hayden Felke picks up the necessary yardage. They're right back up to the line. Felke in the shotgun, Simpson to his left. Takes the snap, handoff to Simpson. They almost fumble it, and Simpson's met right away as about 5 Wildcats, but somehow they hand it off to Felke, and he ends up getting down the sideline. So Hayden Felke had it there, gets it up to about the 16. So they salvage about 5 yards out of that play. 2nd down and 5 is upcoming, as Easton Valley has it at the Wildcats 16. Riverhawks lead this one 6-0. Not quite halfway through our 1st quarter. Felke in the shotgun, 1 receiver left, trips to the right, and Felke's all alone back there. Takes the snap, screen pass over to Simpson on the far sideline, and he's going to be taken down, keeps his feet for some extra yardage. He may have the 1st down. Appears to be close, and I think they are going to give it to him. Gets it up to about the 11. That should be enough for the 1st down, as they haven't moved the chains yet. And they have not moved the chains because they're going to say that's at the 10-yard line. So it will be 1st down and goal to go. No need for the chains. I formation for the Riverhawks. Mesrich split out left. Felke under center. Hewling motions over to the right. They fake the pitch. Felke up the middle. Makes a man miss, and he's going to cross the goal line. Hayden Felke runs in the touchdown from 10 yards out. And the Riverhawks extend their lead. Easton Valley gets the first 2 touchdowns on the board. And with 5:42 to go, Wildcats trail 12-0 as the Riverhawks will go for 2. They tend to use Cale Johnson as the quarterback on their 2-point conversions. as they break the huddle. And Felke will indeed split out as a receiver. He's on the left. Twin receivers right. Johnson in the shotgun. Simpson to his right. Ashton Hewling comes in motion. Will be a pitch to Simpson. Going to the right. He will be taken down. I believe he's short. And that does appear to be the indication. So the 2-point conversion is no good. So the 2-point conversion is failed. We've got 5:42 to go in our first quarter. Easton Valley leads Central City by a score of 12-0. So on their opening possession, the Riverhawks go 37 yards on one play. They got it after a fumble by the Wildcats to open the game. Then the Wildcats went 3 and out, and Easton Valley went 54 yards in 9 plays to score their second touchdown of the game so far. So they lead this contest 12-0. Again, it's Greif and Klostrom back deep to return. That's Lucas and Aiden. Their respective brothers are about 10 yards in front of them as the first line of blockers. As Ashton Hewling will kick it away once again for Easton Valley. Hewling sets it on the tee and gets set to send it away. Klosterman and Greif both set up at around around the 5 to return this kick. Hewling sends it away. It's something of a pop-up onside kick, and it's recovered by Central City, as I believe Arwin Betzer was there along the front line to take that kick. So the Wildcats will get good field position. They'll take over, first down and 10. The ball is spotted at their own 36-yard line. So first down and 10, Central City from their own 36. Looking to get something going. They haven't been able to get anything going offensively so far. Twin receivers left, one to the right, tight to the line of scrimmage. Jaden Hansen in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back, clean pocket for a moment, pump fakes. Now he's going to look to take off, and he's going to be taken down. He loses the football again, and Caden Ross got on it. And Easton Valley will take over inside Wildcat territory around the 30-yard line. Jaden Hansen comes off the field and clearly upset. Easton Valley with a chance to go up by 3 scores here in the opening quarter. The ball is spotted at the 31. I believe Caden Ross got on the fumble that time. The Riverhawks take over, first down and 10, 31 yards away from the end zone, leading this game 12-0. Twin receivers left for the Riverhawks, one to the right. Felke in the shotgun, Simpson to his left. It's going to be a fake pitch to Simpson, drops back, pressure's there, but he gets rid of it in time, but it's well incomplete. Aiden Hewling and Callan Messrich are both in the area. Not exactly sure which one of them that was intended for, as the pressure kind of threw off that play. And it will be second down and 10 for the Riverhawks from the Wildcat 31-yard line. Riverhawks lead this one 12-0 early on. 5 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in our opening quarter. Wildcats have fumbled twice and gone 3 and out once. Twin receivers either side for the Riverhawks. Felke, screen pass over to Messrich, but he drops it in and out of the hands again. Second dropped pass of the game for Messrich. One was deep down the field. That one was a screen pass. So the Riverhawks will have third down and 10. The football is spotted at the 31-yard line. Hayden Felke jogs into the huddle. Entering play tonight, Felke, who has started every game except for the opener at quarterback for the Riverhawks, 10 of 24, 229 yards and 8 touchdowns. Added the 9th in the opening possession of the game for the Riverhawks. I formation with a receiver split out left. Felke under center. Hewling goes over to the right. Play action pass. Benton's there right away. He slips and can't make the play. Felke takes off. He'll be dragged down shy of a first down up to about the 25-yard line. So fourth down is upcoming for the Riverhawks. They'll have fourth and about 4 yards to go from the 25-yard line as Felke picks up 6 on the quarterback scramble. Like every game so far this year, the Wildcats have had defensive linemen in the backfield in a hurry. But this time, Hayden Felke is a little bigger and stronger than some other kids we've seen play quarterback. He's been able to do a better job of avoiding it. 4th and 4 for the Riverhawks from the 25. Felke in the shotgun. Simpson to his right. Felke takes the snap. It's a high snap all the way back to midfield, and he slides on it back at the 35. He loses it, and Benton tries to pick it up. It's still loose, and Favre Weber will get on it. So the Wildcats get the football. The center for Easton Valley is Isaac Feller. He's a freshman, getting the start on offense at center. That one was a terrible snap, and the Wildcats will take over at the Easton Valley 32 after that football rolled around for a while. And finally, it was Favre Weber that jumped on the football. Now the officials are discussing something. I think they're trying to make sure that the 32-yard line is where that football is supposed to be. That appears to be the case. So Central City will take over, first down and 10 from the Riverhawk 32. Lucas Greif splits out right. Matthew Klosterman and Aiden Klosterman are in the backfield. No fullback this time. Greif comes in motion to the left. They will fake the jet sweep. Aiden up the middle. Gets past the 30 before being dragged down after a gain of about 3 on that carry by Aiden. Gets it up to the 29-yard line. Correction up to the 30. Gain of 2. Second down and 8 coming up for Central City from the 30-yard line. 4:15 to go in our opening quarter. Riverhawks on top, 12-0. Wildcats break the huddle. Same formation, except Lucas Greif is split out left this time. Aiden and Matthew back there to take the snap. Lucas comes in motion once again. Snap goes to Aiden, fakes the jet sweep again. Gets past the 30, now he's got some running room. Past the 20, 15, there he goes. Aiden Klosterman, 30 yards to the house. And the Wildcats claim some momentum as they're back within 6 points. Aiden Klosterman runs in, touchdown number 8 of the season. And the Wildcats get a critical stop defensively. Now they are on the board, chance to get within 4 with the 2-point conversion. Matthew Klosterman runs in the play call as the Wildcats will go for 2. Christopher Greif is in there at fullback now. Aiden and Matthew back there to take the snap. It goes to Aiden. Trying to make some room outside, but he's taken down by Hayden Felke in the backfield. So the 2-point conversion is no good. But the Wildcats do get some much-needed momentum as they get on the board. 3:48 to go in our opening quarter. Easton Valley 12, Central City 6. So that bad snap quickly turns into a Wildcat touchdown as Aiden Klosterman runs it in from 30 yards out. Quickly got to give a shout-out to our sponsor, Heartland Bank. Heartland Bank is everywhere you are. With our online and mobile banking apps, you have your accounts at your fingertips anytime, anywhere. Check your balances, pay bills, transfer money, and find Heartland Bank locations with just a touch. Bank on the go at hbtbank.com. Member FDIC. So the Wildcats are back within 6. Jaden Hansen is set to set down the football at the 30-yard line. I think they're trying to find the tee. Charlie Simpson will be back deep to return for Easton Valley. Jaden's been a good kicker this year for Central City. He's kicked off 27 times, 8 touchbacks. So somewhere in the ballpark of a third of his kickoffs have gone into the end zone for touchbacks, which is not something you could say about Wildcat kickers for the last few years. As historically, the last couple of years, we've been going with mostly onside kicks, ever since the graduation of Marshall Van de Vet. Hansen has his hand in the air. Simpson set up at about the 5. Comes up to the ball. Sends it away. End over end. Simpson backs up to take it at the 3. He will return it. Up to the 10. Makes a move to the 15. Breaks a tackle, but he will be taken down shy of the 25-yard line. And that is where Easton Valley will take over, first down and 10. We'll see where they decide to spot the football. They will do so at the 25-yard line. The Riverhawks take over, first and 10 from their own 25. 3:41 to go in our opening quarter. Wildcats trail by 6, 12-6. Felke in the shotgun, Simpson to his right. It's going to be a pass. Drops back, sends it over the middle. It's complete. Aiden Klosterman is in the area, but he couldn't get over there to try to intercept it, as that football was intended for Callan Mesrich, the freshman that's been the leading receiver for Easton Valley entering tonight's game. Riverhawks will have second down and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Felke runs into the huddle. And the Riverhawks come up to the line. 2nd and 10 from their own 25. I formation with the receiver out right. Felke under center. Hewling motions over to the left. And the play is blown up right away. Luke Birds gets back there and somebody else comes in to help finish it off. As that was, I believe, Dayton Price to help finish that one off. Felke took the snap, went to hand it off, but nobody was there. He will lose 3 yards back to the 22. 3rd down and 13 yards to go coming up for the Riverhawks. They have it at their own 22-yard line. 3:10 and counting to go in our opening quarter. Wildcats trail 12-6. As the Riverhawks will go for it here on 3rd down and 13 yards to go. They need their own 35 to move the chains. 1 receiver left for the Riverhawks, 2 to the right. Felke in the shotgun, Simpson to his right. Hewling comes in motion right to left. Pitch out to Simpson going to the right side of the field. He will break a tackle. Going to be close to that 1st down, and he will have it. Got past the 35. No, he may have stepped out of bounds a yard shy of the 1st down, in fact. So it'll be 4th down and a yard coming up, it looks like. And that is the case. So 4th down and a yard to go. Charlie Simpson picks up 12 yards on 3rd and 13. I anticipate the Riverhawks to be going for it here. On 4th and a yard from their own 34. Twin receivers to either side for the Riverhawks. Felke in the shotgun. Watch a QB draw on this play. On 4th and a yard to go. And sure enough, QB draw up the middle. He will have the 1st down, not by much, but he didn't need much. As Felke brings it up about 2 yards to the 36. That's all they needed. That will be enough for a 1st down. Riverhawks have 1st down and 10. They're actually going to give him an extra yard in that previous carry. So it'll be 1st down and 10 from their own 37. Riverhawks come up to the line. 1st and 10 from the Riverhawk 37-yard line. 1 receiver right. Felke goes under center. Simpson's behind him. Mesrich comes in motion. Now goes back the other way. Handoff up the middle to Simpson. Bounces off a couple guys. Flag comes in. Simpson taken down after a yard or 2. But as I said, there's a flag on the play. We'll wait for the indication on the penalty. As it is, it was a gain of 2. And it would be 2nd down and 8 yards to go for the Riverhawks. Here comes the indication from the official. In just a moment. Having a discussion with the umpire, the referee that spots the football. And they are going to call personnel foul face mask against Central City. So that will be added on to the end of the run. And it will be 1st down and 10 for Easton Valley, 15 yards farther up the field. So they're going to end up spotting the football way back at the Wildcat 26. So 1st down and 10 for Easton Valley. Simpson goes in motion. Pitch out to Hewling going to the right. He will speed ahead for a decent gain past the 20 before being taken down. And they're right back up to the line. They're not wasting any time here. They're going to spot the ball at the 20, so a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4. Hewling comes in motion. Low snap on the ground. Felke just falls on it. They've had their problems with snaps so far in this game. That one's going to end up being a loss of 6, so everything Hewling gained in the 1st down run, the bad snap that Felke has to fall on, erases. So 3rd down and 10 is coming up. Back at the 26-yard line. Just over 90 seconds to go until the end of the 1st. 3rd and 10 for the Riverhawks. 3 receivers bunched up to the left. 1 receiver split out right. Felke in the shotgun. Standing at the 32. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Clean pocket. He's going to look to take off. He trips but gets back up off his feet. And he's taken down for about no gain. Matthew Klosterman comes in and makes the stop. The sophomore takes down the much bigger senior. We'll call that no gain. And it's 4th and 10 upcoming for the Riverhawks. 4th down and 10 Easton Valley. Football spotted at the Wildcat 26. Under a minute to go in our opening quarter. Wildcats trailing by 6, 12-6. Two receivers bunched up left. Felke in the shotgun, Simpson to his left. 4th down and 10 yards to go. It's a pass. Felke dropping back, takes off up the middle. He breaks out of a tackle. Now he's going to look to take off, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Matthew Klosterman again gets in there and makes the play. Turnover on downs. Wildcats take over. 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line. So a critical stop by the Wildcats that time. And now they will have the football from their own 27, and they are within 6 points. So after a bad start, the Wildcats have proven two things. They can score on the Riverhawks, and they can stop the Riverhawks. Now they'll look to get things going here. 1st and 10 from their own 27. One receiver split out right. That's Greif. Both Klosterman brothers are back there. Greif comes in motion to the left. It'll be a jet sweep. No, it's faked up the middle. Aiden Klosterman gets up to about the 30-yard line, and that is where he'll be stopped. That will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter as Aiden gains 3 on 1st down. Wildcats will have 2nd down and 7 yards to go from their own 30-yard line. 15 seconds and counting to go in our opening quarter of play. The Wildcats don't have to snap the football again. It does not appear that they will. As both teams head over to the sideline, we've played 1 quarter of football here from Central City. And the Easton Valley Riverhawks lead it by a touchdown. Our score, Easton Valley 12, Central City 6. So despite a bad start, the Wildcats are right back in it, only down by 6 and in possession of the football. Quick shout out to Heartland Bank. Heartland Bank is a full-service community bank. We believe in meeting the needs of our customers while exceeding their expectations. Banking is personal to each individual. That's why we offer options for your life. Member FDIC. Some quick first quarter stats. The Wildcats did not pass the football. Aiden Klosterman at 5 times, 37 yards and a touchdown. Jaden Hansen 2 carries for 2 yards and 2 fumbles. Christopher Greif 1 carry for 2 yards. For Easton Valley, Hayden Felke was 2 of 6 for 42 yards and a touchdown. Charlie Simpson 2 receptions for 42 yards and a touchdown. On the ground, Simpson 5 carries for 39 yards. Felke 10 for 22 yards and a touchdown. And Aiden Hewling ran it once for a gain of 6. Wildcats are out there first to begin our second quarter. They will have 2nd down and 7 yards to go from their own 30-yard line. 12 minutes set back on the clock, and the Riverhawks are back out there. One interesting thing to note, Hudson Underwood, a junior nose guard for the Riverhawks, was out last week with a cast and was not playing. He is in uniform here tonight, but still has that big pink cast on his right wrist. So Wildcats up to the line. They'll start the second quarter, 2nd and 7 from their own 30. Looks like Josh Lindsay's into the ball game. Back there with Matthew Klosterman. Snap goes to Lindsay, and he fumbles it. He'll pick it up, and he just goes to the ground. That'll be a sizable loss as it's back to about the 20-yard line. In fact, they'll spot it at the 18. So a loss of 12. 3rd down and 19 is coming up. Aiden Klosterman was being worked on, could not be in the game for that play. And he's not going to be in the game for this play either as Matthew Klosterman jogs into the huddle. And Coach Myers will use a timeout to make sure Aiden can be out there for 3rd down and 19 from their own 18. So the Wildcats use their first timeout of this opening half. They've got 2 remaining. 11:28 to go in our second quarter. Easton Valley leads this one 12-6. So during the timeout, we'll give a shout out to our sponsor, Heartland Bank. Heartland Bank represents a new approach to banking in Iowa. Expanded services, more technology, and increased personal attention. Heartland Bank is proud to sponsor Central City Sports. Member FDIC. So after the mishandled snap, the Wildcats lose a dozen, and they will have 3rd down and 19. The ball is spotted at the Wildcat 18-yard line. Aiden Klosterman is back in there alongside his brother Matthew. Aiden's on the left, Matthew on the right for this snap. Christopher Greif's in there at fullback. Both teams are back out there following the timeout. 3rd down and 19 yards to go for Central City. Snap will go to Matthew. It's going to be a pass, rolling left. Gets rid of it. It's going to be caught by Christopher Greif. He will be short of the 1st down by a good margin. The pass is complete. Matthew Klosterman throwing at that time, the left-handed player. I believe the Wildcats are going to punt this one away as they got up to about the original line of scrimmage before they lost the yardage on that fumbled snap. They got it up to about the 27, gain of 9 on that play. It'll be 4th down and 10 yards to go. Jaden Hanson will snap. Aiden Klosterman will punt. Trying to get a number on the return man. Believe that is Aiden Hewling. Arwen Betzer comes in motion left to right. Bit of a low snap, but it's handled. Gets it away. Caden Ross was right there, but it is punted away. It's a pretty nice one. Takes the bounce, picked up at the 18. Hewling on the return, dragged down by Jaden Hanson. Arwen Betzer got in there as well. And the Riverhawks will take over. 1st down and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Ball spotted on the near hash for the Riverhawks. They're working left to right now. So that is the right hash from their vantage point. Again, 1st and 10, Easton Valley. They have it at their own 24-yard line. 11-13 to go in our second quarter. 12-6 advantage for the Riverhawks. Felke in the shotgun. Simpson to his left. Felke takes the snap. Handoff at the middle to Charlie Simpson. Jukes around, but he's taken down, and there'll be nothing there for Charlie Simpson. Taken down in the backfield. As he will lose a couple of yards on that play. Looks like a loss of 1 back to the 23. 2nd down and 11 upcoming for the Riverhawks after Simpson had no room on 1st down. Twin receivers to either side. Messrich and Simpson left. Johnson and Hewling right. Felke in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Drops back, looking to throw. Now tries to take off up the middle. He will break out of 1 tackle. Has past the original line of scrimmage up to about the 30. That's where he will be stopped. So Felke picks up somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 on that play. And 3rd down is upcoming. In fact, they're going to give him a little less than I thought originally. They're going to say he just got up to the 27-yard line. So it's a gain of 4. 3rd down and 7's upcoming. They have it at their own 27-yard line. 10-10 to go in our second quarter and counting. 3rd and 7 Easton Valley from their own 27. 1 receiver left. I formation. Felke under center. Hewling and Simpson behind him. False start. And they will lose 5 yards on the false start penalty. 3rd and 7 becomes 3rd down and 12. After multiple players left early, including one of the guards as well as the fullback, Aiden Hewling. So after the false start penalty, they'll bring it back 5 yards. And the Riverhawks will have it at their own 22-yard line. Once the umpire marches off this penalty yardage, sets it down. It's closer to the 23, it looks like, but nonetheless, 3rd down and about 12 yards to go coming up for the Riverhawks. 1 receiver left, trips to the right. Felke in the shotgun. Now Simpson jogs over to Felke and stands directly to his right. Felke takes the snap, looking to throw. Has some time, gets rid of it. Going down the field, it is going to be incomplete. And no flag comes out. There was some contact in there between Nolan Gates and Callan Messrich, the intended receiver. But they're going to say it was incidental. The flag stays in the pocket. And 4th down's upcoming for the Riverhawks. Ashton Hewling is the punter for Easton Valley. I would assume a punt here. Lucas Greif back deep to return for Central City. The quarterback, Hayden Felke, also handles the long snapping for Easton Valley. Good snap from Felke. Hewling punts it away. High, spiraling punt. Greif lets it bounce and picks it up now, and he's going to be taken down at around the 22 or 23. There was no room to return that time for Greif. He was going to let it go, but actually ended up saving the Wildcats some yardage after the punt took a bad Riverhawk bounce. Bad if you're the Wildcats, that is. So no gain on the return, but he does save some bounce yardage from being lost. Wildcats take over. 1st down and 10 from their own 22. Trailing this game 12-6. Looks like they'll move it up a yard. They now have that football at the 23. It's 1st down and 10 yards to go. Jaden Hanson back into the ball game. He's at quarterback in the shotgun. Aiden Klosterman to his left. Lucas Greif split out left. Going to look to throw. In trouble. Sends one way down the field. Greif is there, but it's incomplete. Overthrown. Lucas Greif had about 3 steps on Aiden Hewling. But the pass comes up long. And it will be 2nd down and 10 for Central City. from their own 23. Greif has been Jaden Hansen's top target all year. On the season, 12 catches for 159 yards and 4 touchdowns. Would have had a fifth had it not for them been that football, being slightly overthrown. Looks like they spotted the ball a yard up further, so now it's technically 2nd and 9 for the Wildcats. From their own 24. Lucas Greif comes in motion. Aiden Klosterman takes the snap, keeps it up the middle, and not much there that time for Aiden, as he was taken down pretty quickly. They're going to credit him for about a yard. It will be 3rd down and 9 for Central City. They have it at their own 24-yard line. Jaden Hansen back in there for this passing situation as he jogs in. 3rd down and 9 upcoming for the Wildcats. Wildcats up to the line now. Lucas Greif splits out right. Hansen in the shotgun. He's got Aiden Klosterman to his right. 8:35 and counting in our second quarter. It'll be a play-action pass. Now Hansen's in trouble right away. He'll be sacked. Hayden Felke drives him into the dirt. And it's punting time again for Central City. There is a flag on the field, however. So we'll wait just a moment. And the head referee brings out his flag and says that was incidental. So no penalty on the play. Hansen's sacked back at the 21. So it's 4th down and 12. And they will punt. Aiden Hewling back deep to return for Easton Valley. Here in just a moment, Jaden Hansen will snap it. And Klosterman will punt it. They break their huddle now. Aiden sets up at about the 8-yard line to punt it away. Betzer comes in motion as per usual, left to right. Good snap to Klosterman. Sends it away, partially blocked, and now Cale Johnson picks it up and is taken down right away. Great field position for Easton Valley. They'll take over 1st down and 10 from the Wildcat 25-yard line, as I believe Aiden had that punt partially blocked. So 1st and 10, Easton Valley from the Wildcat 25. And the scoreboard has turned off, so we've got a stoppage of play, as we'll have to wait until they can get that scoreboard turned back on. And it is back on now, so we'll be good to go. Riverhawks 1st down and 10 from the Central City 25. Felke in the shotgun with Simpson to his right. Couple receivers one receiver either side, I should say, tight to the line of scrimmage. Pitch out goes to Simpson. Block in the back, but they're not going to call it. Benton was clearly blocked in the back. Luke Birds will make the tackle along the near sideline, just shy of the 20, at about the 21. Charlie Simpson, the ball carrier that time, picks up 4 yards on 1st and 10, as it will be 2nd down and 6 for Easton Valley from the Central City 21-yard line. Riverhawks up to the line of scrimmage. They have 2nd and 6 from the Wildcat 21, leading this game 12-6, I formation, with Messrich split out right. Felke under center, Hewling's the fullback. He goes in motion right to left. Play action pass, looking down the field. Felke steps up, in trouble. Arwen Betzer has him, fighting to bring him down, gets some help. It won't be a sack, but it's not much of a gain either, as Felke ends up getting maybe a yard or 2 out of the play. They're going to spot that ball at the 19. So Felke salvages a gain of 2 out of that play, as Betzer was there right away, needed some help to bring him down. And 3rd down and 4 is coming up for Easton Valley. They have the football at the Wildcat 19-yard line. Riverhawks lead this one 12-6 with 6.5 minutes to go in our opening half of play. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Felke in the shotgun. Now Hewling comes in motion, pitch out to Simpson on the left. He's going to have the 1st down and more, past the 10, cuts up the field. He'll be close to the end zone. He's over the goal line, but a flag comes in. Touchdown initially, but we're going to have to wait to see what that flag was. Charlie Simpson did bring it across the goal line, but there was a flag on the play. Here comes the call. Block in the back is going to be called against Easton Valley. So take the touchdown off the board, and they'll march off some penalty yardage. They're going to say the penalty took place around the 9. They'll march off the penalty yardage from there. Therefore, the Riverhawks will get it from the 19. So the ball's back in the 19-yard line, and it will be third down for Easton Valley. They have third down, 4 yards to go from the 19. And we've got a timeout on the field as Easton Valley uses their first timeout of this opening half. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go until the half. Easton Valley leading the Wildcats by a score of 12-6. Got to give a shout out to our sponsor, Heartland Bank. Heartland Bank is a full-service community bank. We believe in meeting the needs of our customers while exceeding their expectations. Banking is personal to each individual, and that's why we provide options for your life. Member FDIC. The Riverhawks nearly extended their lead to 2 scores, but instead the touchdown comes back after a block in the back penalty, and they will have third down and 4 from the Wildcat 19. Both teams have used 1 timeout and have 2 remaining here as we go through the stretch of our second quarter. So both teams back out there. Third down and 4 for Easton Valley. Callan Mesrich is split out right. Trips receivers bunched up to the left. Felke in the shotgun by himself. Takes the snap, running by himself to the left. He will be close to a first down, plunges ahead. Aiden Klostrom made the stop. It will depend on the spot. And at least initially, it looks like he's about a yard short. Aiden Felke was the ball carrier. And he will be a yard short. Needed the 16, only got the 17. So fourth down is upcoming. Wildcat defense with a chance to hold here. Fourth down and about 2 yards to go. Need the 15 to move the chains. As they're up to the line, one receiver left, trips to the right. Felke in the shotgun. Running out of time. Back judge giving the indication. Screen pass over to Simpson. Makes the catch. He will be close to a first down, and he will have it. Gets it up past the 15 to about the 11-yard line, it looks like. As the screen pass works there, and that will be a first down. Not quite first and goal as the ball is spotted at the 11. First down, 10 yards to go for Easton Valley. 5:20 and counting to go in our second quarter of play. Riverhawks up to the line. First and 10 from the Wildcat 11. I formation with Mesrich split out right. Felke under center. Hewling motions left. It'll be a pitch over to Simpson on the left side. Cuts it back up. He's met and taken down after minimal gain. Maybe got a couple of yards, but not a whole lot there that time. It's a good job by that Wildcat defense to hold him. Give him just a yard on the carry, and it'll be second down and 9 yards to go. The football is spotted at the Wildcat 10-yard line. 4:40 and counting. Remember, Riverhawks will get it first in the second half as they won the coin toss earlier on, and they decided to defer. I formation again, one receiver out left. Felke goes under center. Hewling motions right. It's going to be a play-action pass. Felke drops back, in some trouble. He'll take off, and he fumbles the football. It's loose. Who won the race to it? I think Central City might have. Waiting for the indication, and they got it. I believe they got it. And yes, Nolan Gates came out of the pile with the football. And Central City will take over. So Hayden Felke was scrambling on that play. He fumbled the football. Wildcats get it. First down and 10 from their own 16. 4:19 to go until the half. The sophomore Nolan Gates, who's been a big player on both sides of the football this year, is the one that got on it. And the Wildcats have the football down by 6. Lucas Greif split out left. Hansen in the shotgun. Aiden Klosterman to his left. Hansen's going to look to throw. Clean pocket. Strike across the middle. And it's incomplete. Broken up by Aiden Hewling. Lucas Greif was there, but it was just better coverage by the senior Aiden Hewling. Part of the pair of Hewling twins on this Riverhawk team. His twin brother Ashton is a linebacker, while Aiden starts in the defensive backfield. So second down and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 16. Same formation. Greif split out left. Hansen in the shotgun with Klosterman to his left. Takes the snap, drops back. Quick pass over to Greif, but it's overthrown, incomplete. Greif couldn't jump up and get that one. And it will be third down and 10 for Central City. Ball is still spotted at the 16-yard line. Matthew Klosterman jogs into the huddle. The Wildcats have third down, 10 yards to go from their own 16. Now Colton Nowadsky will leave the game as they change up the formation just a bit. Zero formation for the Wildcats here. Two receivers to either side as Braden Rickles goes about 10 yards over the football before realizing he's gone too far. Hansen takes the snap. A ton of confusion. And now we've got a stoppage. And I believe Coach Myers called a timeout. Nope, looks like Easton Valley might have. And the head referee will now motion that Central City called the timeout. The head linesman motioned the other way, but nonetheless, Central City uses their second timeout of the half. They've got one remaining, 4:07 remaining in our second quarter. Easton Valley leads the Wildcats, by 6, our score. Riverhawks 12, Wildcats 6. Looking at the stats for the Wildcats, Matthew Klosterman is 1 of 2 passing the football for 9 yards. That completion went to Christopher Greif. Jaden Hansen's 0 of 3. Aiden Klosterman, 6 carries, 38 yards and a touchdown. Jaden Hansen, 2 carries, 2 yards, 2 fumbles. Christopher Greif, 1 carry for 2 yards. Matthew Klosterman, 1 carry for a loss of 3. Josh Lindsay, technically 1 carry for a loss of 12 after that snap was mishandled. So both teams are back out there. Wildcats have third down and 10 from their own 16. And they've got twin receivers to either side as Hansen stands in the shotgun. 4 minutes, 7 seconds to go until the half. Wildcats down 12-6. Hansen takes the snap, drops back. Strike across the middle is dropped, incomplete, in and out of the hands of Lucas Greif. And the Wildcats will have to punt it away. So the Wildcats pass it 3 times. None of them result in completions. And they will go 3 and out and punt it away. Aiden Hewling goes back deep to return. Jaden Hansen will snap it. Aiden Klosterman to punt it away. Standing at about the 3. Some confusion on the formation. Now Braden Rickles runs out of the game. We got the usual motion that they do, and now a flag comes in from the head referee. Believe it's going to be for too many men on the field as Braden Rickles was in the huddle and broke the huddle as the 9th man. So that will be a dead ball foul on Central City for too many men. That is a 5-yard variety penalty. And that'll bring it back to the 11. Now Aiden will punt from his own end zone. Hewling at about the 33 to return. Betzer comes in motion left to right. Good snap back there to Aiden. Gets it away. See what kind of bounce this punt takes. Takes a Wildcat bounce. It's a very nice punt from Aiden down at the 35-yard line. That is where the Riverhawks will take over. First down, 10 yards to go from their own 35-yard line. 34 yards on that punt from Aiden. Good job of switching the field position there from Aiden Klosterman. With that good punt, Riverhawks have 3 minutes and 53 seconds as they have first and 10 from their own 35. Riverhawks up to the line. I formation. Mastrich is split out left. Felke under center. Hewling and Simpson are the backs. Hewling goes in motion. Play action pass. Felke pump fakes. Now screen pass over to Simpson on the far sideline. Pass midfield. He will have the first down. Keeps his feet. Tumbles down at about the 33-yard line, it looks like. They may spot that at the 32. They will have that at 33. Hurry up offense for Easton Valley. They're already back up there. Felke in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Mesrich is there, and he drops it, and it's incomplete. Mesrich has had trouble hanging on to the football tonight. That's the 3rd drop I've seen. As that one quite possibly could have been a touchdown as Lucas Greif is a couple of steps behind him. But instead, second down, 10 yards to go for Easton Valley from the 32-yard line. Riverhawks up to the line. One receiver left. Felke under center with Simpson behind him. Handoff goes to Simpson up the middle, and he's taken down as Christopher Greif and Aiden Klosterman combine on that tackle. He got it up past the 30, up to around the 27-yard line. Gain of about 5 that time from Simpson. And it'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Riverhawks. They have the football at the 27. 3:15 to go until the half as the Riverhawks come up to the line. Felke in the shotgun. Simpson to his right. Twin receivers bunched up to the right. It's going to be a pass play. Pressure comes. Luke Bird's in the blitz. Benson can't bring him down, but he gets the pass off to Hewling. Keeps his feet. That'll be a 1st down. Gets it inside the 10. And 1st and goal is upcoming. Makai Benton nearly had the sack as Felke got rid of that pass with his knees just a few inches off the ground. But it results in a big gain. Gain of about 20 up to the 7-yard line. And it is 1st down and goal for the Riverhawks. Felke under center. Messrich split out right. Simpson's behind him. Handoff to Simpson going towards that far sideline. Benton tries to bring him down. Can't do so, but Nolan Gates can. Not too much room on that carry from Charlie Simpson. As we'll see where they spot the ball. Gain of a couple up to about the 4. Call that a gain of 2. 2nd down, goal to go for the Riverhawks from the 4-yard line. They lead the Wildcats by a score of 12-6. Neither team has scored so far since the 1st quarter. Riverhawks up to the line. Twin receivers left. Felke in the shotgun with Simpson to his left. Takes the snap, keeps it himself, up the middle, runs into his own man, tumbles across the goal line. He's in there. And that is a touchdown for Easton Valley. As the Riverhawks extend their lead with 2 minutes to go until the half, it's 18-6. And the Riverhawks will go for 2. So Easton Valley will line up to go for the 2-point conversion. They break the huddle. They will use Cale Johnson as their quarterback on this play. He's in the shotgun. Felke split out left. Trips receivers tight to the line of scrimmage on the right. Johnson takes the snap. Going over to his left. Gets rid of it towards the back of the end zone. It is caught, and Felke gets a foot in bounds. So the 2-point conversion attempt is good. So with the conversion, Riverhawks extend their lead to 20-6. 2 minutes to go until the halftime break. Wildcats trail this one by a couple of touchdowns. Remember, Easton Valley will get the football first once we get our second half of play underway. So Easton Valley on that drive, they go 45 yards on 6 plays, capped off with a 4-yard touchdown scramble by Hayden Felke. That is the 2nd touchdown on the ground of the game for Felke. And he also accounted for the other touchdown in a screen pass to Charlie Simpson on Easton Valley's first play from scrimmage. Aiden Klosterman added a 30-yard touchdown run for Central City back in the 1st quarter. And that is the 6 points the Wildcats have on the board so far. Aiden Klosterman and Lucas Greif are back deep at about the 5 to return as Ashton Hewling gets this one teed up for Easton Valley. Simpson on the approach, Hewling on the approach as Greif will field at the 5, returns up to the 15, trying to make a move past the 20, taken down just past that 20-yard line. We'll see where they officially spot this football. Looks like they will set it down at the 22-yard line. So with 1 minute and 53 seconds, the Wildcats take over, 1st down and 10 from their own 22. They trail this game to the Riverhawks by a score of 20-6 with just under 2 minutes to go until the half. Matthew Klosterman is in the shotgun this time. 2 receivers bunched up left. It's Aiden Klosterman and Lucas Greif. Matthew keeps it himself, gets a block, making some moves, and he almost had a foot race down that sideline, but he was taken down from behind. Nonetheless, nice gain on that carry by Matthew, just his 2nd of the game, and his first went for a loss of 3. Gets it up past the 25 to about the 27. That'll be a gain of 5, and Central City has 2nd down and 5 from their own 27. Aiden Klosterman, the only player that's run the football more than twice so far in this game. He has 6 carries, 38 yards, and a touchdown. Same formation. Matthew Klosterman in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Going towards the sideline. Cuts it back up. Past the 30. Keeps his feet. And he will be close and should have a first down. Got it up to about the 33-yard line. Needed the 32 to move the chains. Believe that should be a first down. They have not moved the chains yet. But that will clearly be enough for a first down, as that is spotted at the 33-yard line. Gain of 6. And Central City has first down and 10. So the clock stops for the chain gang to move the chains. And with 1 minute and 9 seconds, the clock will resume. Matthew Klosterman runs into the huddle. Central City has just one timeout left as they come up to the line. 1 minute to go until the half. Matthew Klosterman in the shotgun. Trips receivers bunched up to the left. As Matthew takes a high snap, he'll look to take off. As the high snap kind of threw off the timing of the play, Ashton Hewling takes him down in the backfield. He will lose a couple of yards on that carry. Back to the 31-yard line, so a loss of 2. Second down and 12 for the Wildcats from their own 31. 30 seconds and counting. And now they appear to be trying to just get to the half. So Matthew Klosterman jogs in with the play call. They technically do not have to snap it again if they didn't want to. Matthew and Aiden Klosterman back there to take the snap with 15 seconds to go. Snap will go to Aiden, slightly high, but he handles it. Gets up past the 30, taken down, and he's going to be stopped at the 35-yard line. And I don't think they're going to run another play as the final couple of seconds roll off the clock. Clock hits zeros, and that will do it for the opening half of football here from Central City. In this top 10 matchup between the Wildcats and the Riverhawks, we're halfway home, and the 4th-ranked Easton Valley Riverhawks lead the 10th-ranked Central City Wildcats by a score of 20-6. It is homecoming night here at Central City. So there is 20 minutes put on the clock for halftime, as all of the King and Queen candidates will be recognized during this halftime break. Before they get that started, I'll go ahead and take a look at some of our first half statistics in this game. First, we'll start with the visitors tonight, Easton Valley. Hayden Felke completed 6 of 11 passes for 83 yards and a touchdown. Charlie Simpson ran the football 10 times for 51 yards. Hayden Felke, 15 carries, 28 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a fumble. And Aiden Hewling ran it once for a gain of 6. In the receiving game, Charlie Simpson caught 4 passes for 60 yards and a touchdown. And Aiden Hewling caught 1 pass for 20 yards. For Central City in that opening half, Matthew Klosterman completed 1 of 2 pass attempts for 9 yards. Jaden Hansen was 0 of 3. In the rushing game, Aiden Klosterman, 7 carries for 42 yards and a touchdown. Matthew Klosterman, 4 carries for 6 yards. Jaden Hansen, 2 carries for 2 yards and 2 fumbles. Christopher Greif, 1 carry for 2 yards. And Josh Lindsay ran it once, but that snap, I should say, was mishandled. Play resulted in a loss of 12. And the 1 reception so far in this game went to Christopher Greif. He caught that pass for a gain of 9 yards. We'll go over the drive-by-drive breakdown of that first half here in a little while, but I'm going to turn my attention towards the track at the moment. As currently out there are the reigning king and queen of Central City Homecoming 2021. Reigning king from last year is Bob Bechtold. Reigning queen is Shelby Rollinger. The first out there for this year's King and Queen candidates, Dakota Little, one of the King candidates. Played basketball for a season with Dakota when I was a senior, and he was a freshman. Dakota, one of the candidates out there for King, excuse me. And he's accompanying Maddie Forsyth, one of the Queen candidates, here tonight. Next up is Braden Rickles, and I believe that is Jalen Lindley that he is accompanying. Braden, of course, member of the football team, in uniform out there as he heads to the middle of the track. Looks like we've got next up Sam McGovern alongside Ashley Flansburgh. The next two candidates for King and Queen. Of course, 5 candidates for each. 10 people total. 5 King candidates, 5 Queen candidates. I'm sure those 10 individuals had a fun week. Lots of great activities to go through when you're a part of that homecoming court. See, Lucas Greif is coming up next. I believe I heard that Allie Fritcher is accompanying, or Lucas is accompanying Allie Fritcher, I should say. So 4 of the 5 groups are out there. We'll see who takes the crown for King and Queen. Again, Bob Bechtold, the reigning king out there. David Munyakazi and Cami Ellis are the final pair making their way out there. Where Queen is concerned, Shelby Rollinger, the reigning homecoming queen. She'll be handing over the honors to this year's winner. Again, the King candidates, we've got Dakota Little, Braden Rickles, Sam McGovern, Lucas Greif, and David Munyakazi. Maddie Forsyth, Ashley Flansburgh, Cami Ellis, Allie Fritcher out there for the Queen candidates alongside Jalen Lindley. And here comes the big announcement in just a moment. Homecoming King and Queen 2022 just about to be announced. As Cindy McCarthy, the public address announcer here tonight, calls for a drum roll. And David Munyakazi is your 2022 Central City Homecoming King. And Cami Ellis is the Homecoming Queen. So the two from the same group take the honors as your 2022 Homecoming King and Queen for Central City, David Munyakazi and Cami Ellis. So congratulations to those two. We've got a couple of sisters in high school, and from all I've heard from those two, those are two great young individuals. So sounds like they're very much deserving of the honor. Once again, your 2022 Homecoming King and Queen. David Munyakazi is the king, and Cami Ellis is the queen. Congrats to all 10 of those individuals that were selected to be on homecoming court this year. Of course, special congratulations to David and Cami for being selected by their peers as king and queen for 2022. With those festivities wrapping up, we'll turn our attention back to the game that was in the opening half. Gave you the first half stats before this got going, and now we'll go ahead and give you the drive-by-drive recap of that opening half. So Easton Valley won the coin toss. They deferred, so Central City got it first, but on their first play, Jaden Hanson was taken down and fumbled the football, so the Riverhawks got it from the Wildcat 37-yard line. One play later, Hayden Felke connected with Charlie Simpson for a 37-yard touchdown. Wildcats got it back, but they went 3 and out. And the Riverhawks capitalized right away. They went 54 yards in 9 plays. Hayden Felke scrambled in a touchdown run. Then the Wildcats got it back, but they fumbled it away once again. Then the Riverhawks were the victim of a bad snap on 4th down that resulted in them having no chance to try to convert there on fourth and long. So the Wildcats got it from the 32 in their own territory, or in Riverhawk territory, I should say. And a play later, Aiden Klosterman, took that 30 yards for a touchdown on the direct snap. Riverhawks then took over from their own 25, went 28 yards in 9 plays, but turned it over on downs. It was a trio of 3 and outs. Wildcats went 3 and out, and then the Riverhawks did the same, and the Wildcats kept that trend going. Then Easton Valley got something of a drive going after a partially blocked punt. They got it from the Wildcat 25, but a fumble resulted in the Wildcats taking back over. But again, for the 3rd consecutive possession, Wildcat offense couldn't get anything going and went 3 and out. And to end that opening half, well, not quite end it, but essentially end it, the Riverhawks went 45 yards in 6 plays, capped off by a Hayden Felke touchdown scramble to take a 3-score lead at 20-6. Going into the half, Wildcats did get it back, but pretty much just ran out the clock, didn't make any real effort to try to get a Hail Mary-type touchdown pass. And therefore, that is how we go to the half. The Easton Valley Riverhawks on top of your Central City Wildcats by a score of 20-6. Remember, this is a top 10, I should say, matchup in the state, according to the Radio Iowa poll released this past Monday morning. Riverhawks, 4th-ranked team in the state of Iowa for 8-player, while the Wildcats came in at number 10. So let's see if we can get some updates from games going on around the district. There is only one other district game going on here tonight, as Midland is on the road taking on the Springville Orioles. Before we do that, here's an updated look at the district standings. I went over this before the game, but in case anybody wasn't there, here it is again. In 6th place at 0-3 is Springville. This is just district games, remember. That's all that is taken into consideration when it comes to playoff qualifications. In 5th at 0-2 is Midland. Key and Edgewood Colesburg are both tied for 3rd. They're 1-1, and neither of them are in district play tonight. Key is hosting Riceville, and Edgewood Colesburg is at West Central. 4th-ranked Easton Valley is 2nd in the district at 2-0, and 10th-ranked Central City is atop the district standings at a perfect 3-0. So again, Midland is at Springville here tonight. We'll see if I can get into the Springville live stream. The Springville Orioles hosting Midland tonight in Springville. That is where we will be a week from tonight. And somewhat unsurprisingly, as Midland is a pretty solid team, they are on top of Springville 48-0 there at the half, some 25 minutes away. So Midland will move to 1-2 in the district standings, while Springville will fall to 0-4. Central City will again be there in Springville next Friday night, trying to take back the Tractor Bowl trophy. Speaking of next week's matchup, why don't we take a look at the schedule remaining on the ledger for Central City. First, what they've done so far, they took down Lone Tree 44-21, went to Key and took them down by a score of 48-0. Hosted Ed Cohen 138-12, and then traveled to Midland, got that win 44-20 last week. Of course, here tonight hosting 4th-ranked Easton Valley, and they will conclude district play next week, week 6, September 30th, on the road at Springville, trying to take back the Tractor Bowl trophy. It has been in possession of the Orioles since 2019. We beat the Orioles in 2017 and 18 to have it for a couple of years, but the Orioles got the better of us the last 3 years, 2019, 20, and 21. The Orioles won those games, so we'll be looking to take that Tractor Bowl trophy with us when we go back on the bus home next week. After that, a couple of non-district games for Central City to close out the schedule. Week 7, October 7th, 2 weeks from now, they'll be in Maynard taking on West Central. Legendary coach Steve Milder in his 52nd, I believe, year of coaching high school football. West Central doesn't seem to have a bad team this year, which couldn't be said for the last several years, so that's a good thing to see. Wildcats will have a decent test for them on October 7th in non-district play. And then the regular season concludes with senior night. Hiawatha High School out of Kirkland, Illinois, will make what I looked up and saw is a 3-hour and 15-minute journey here to Central City, Iowa, as they leave the state to try to fill out their schedule. And we, of course, filling out our schedule, taking on, I believe they are called the Hawks of Hiawatha High School out of Illinois. So that is how things will go down the stretch of the Wildcat season. We went across the midway point of the year at the end of last week's game. That was game 4. This is game 5 of our 8-week regular season. It's also worth mentioning, I believe I said last week that the Wildcats were pretty much in the playoffs if they got that win, and that does appear to be the case. Even if you thought of a worst-case scenario where Central City somehow lost to Springville next week and finished district play 3-2, I'm not seeing a way they could finish outside of the top 3. As Midland will not finish better than 3-2. We have the head-to-head over them. They're in 5th. Edco and Key are tied for 3rd at 1-1, but they still have yet to play one another. So best case scenario for those two, one of them will be able to finish 4-1, but the other one would be at best 3-2. Again, if we thought of a worst case scenario where we were 3-2, we have the head-to-head victory over both of those teams and would still get that 3rd spot. So even if you think a worst case scenario, Wildcats are still in the playoffs, and of course we don't anticipate having any trouble next week as we hope to take down Springville and get that district win to finish out district play. So as the band exits the field and heads back into the bleachers, they gave a nice performance here during halftime, so credit to the band. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at the volleyball schedule as of late. The last time we touched on the volleyball schedule, they had just taken down Maquoketa Valley. They had a couple of Tri-Rivers Conference games this week. They went on the road to Alburnett to take down the Pirates 3-0. That was a pretty dominant performance by the Wildcats. They won 25-11, 25-14, and 25-12. And then last night, the Wildcats went to Winthrop to take on the East Buchanan Buccaneers. It was again a 3-set sweep for Central City, winning 25-22, 25-18, 25-21. In Tri-Rivers West play, the Wildcats are 3-0. They are tied atop the conference standings with the top-ranked team in Class 1A, the Springville Orioles. Speaking of the Orioles, they will be in town this coming Tuesday, the 27th, as the Wildcats will host Springville for a big challenge for Central City Volleyball. Good chance for them to take on a very good team and see what they can do. They've met Springville twice this season at tournaments, and they've taken a set from them both times. At Cascade, they dropped the first set 21-17, but then took set 2, 22-20, before dropping the third and decisive set 15-9. Reminder, at tournaments, instead of best of 5, first to 25, you do best of 3, first to 21. That was on August 27th, and then on September 3rd it was, at Midland. It was again 2-1. Wildcats dropped the first set 21-12, won the second set 21-16, and dropped the decisive set 15-12. We're within 3 points of knocking off Class 1A's top team. That's a big-time matchup coming up on Tuesday. Then on Thursday, the Wildcats travel to Edgewood-Colesburg to take on the Vikings. Home finale is October 4th against Starmont. And then October 6th, they go to Troy Mills to take on North Lynn. I also heard, as I was preparing for my broadcast earlier here tonight, that Central City has been selected as the host site for the Saturday championship portion of the Tri-Rivers Conference tournament this season. So that is awesome news. Wildcats made it to Saturday for the first time in, as far as I'm concerned, program history since they started doing those Saturday tournaments and making it a multi-day conference tournament. That one was in either Calamus or Wheatland, not sure which town it was, but Cal Wheat was the host. This year, the Wildcats are hosting that tournament. So, of course, hopefully they'll be able to be in competition on their home floor, trying to take their shot at a conference title. Looking at last night's win on the road at East Buchanan once again. Again, the Wildcats won it 3-0. Stats are in. Offensively, it was Coletta Wade leading the way. She had 16 kills. Bailey Weber also had double digits with 10. Bailey Weber had 33 assists, it looks like. This can't be right. Allie Fritcher had 22. Coletta Wade had 31. Those numbers... Or I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. Belle Whitson had 30 assists, and that was top on the team. Of course, Whitson the setter, so that does make sense. Defensively, plenty of digs to go around. 4 players in double digits. Bailey Weber had 14. Belle Whitson and Cami Ellis both had a dozen. And Bella Dam added in 10. Coletta Wade pitched in 6, and Alexis Diedeker had 2. Serving-wise, Avery Weiss, the freshman, pretty much comes in just to show off her great serve, and she connected for 4 aces. So Wildcats 13-8 on the season. They have a big-time matchup with Springville on Tuesday. The Orioles, as I said, ranked number 1 in Class 1A. So far this year, the Orioles with a record of 19 wins to just 1 loss. That'll be a big-time game, and Cindy McCarthy will have the call here on the Wildcat Sports YouTube page. So if you can't make it out to Central City on Tuesday, you can certainly tune in, and Karth will have you covered for the play-by-play of Wildcat Volleyball taking on Springville this coming Tuesday, just a few days from now. So both teams are back on the field, and second half action will be getting underway here in just a little while. Again, Easton Valley will be getting the football first. Riverhawks leading the Wildcats 20-6 here at the half. Clock is rolling down to about 10 seconds. I'm not sure if that includes or does not include the 3-minute stretch period. Nonetheless, we'll be having second half football here in just a few short moments. Riverhawks are on the field first. They will be receiving the kick to begin our second half. And the Wildcats are out there to kick it off. Jaden Hansen will be doing the kicking for Central City. Charlie Simpson is going back deep to return for the Riverhawks. Wildcats will kick right to left. That's how they'll work here in the second half. Riverhawks will go left to right. 12 minutes are on the clock, and we're about set to go here for second half action between Easton Valley and Central City. Hansen gets set, comes up to the football, sends it away. High, long, end-over-end kick fielded by Simpson at the 2. Returns it up to the 10, going to the 15, makes a move. He's still on his feet past the 25, down that far sideline, finally dragged out of bounds around the 30-yard line. Very nice return by Charlie Simpson. That'll set up the Riverhawks in pretty good field position as the Easton Valley offense jogs out to begin their second half. They will do so first down and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Hayden Felke with 6 of 11 for 83 yards and a touchdown in that first pass. Charlie Simpson, in that first half, I should say. Charlie Simpson led the rushing attack for the Riverhawks, 10 carries for 51 yards. Riverhawks up to the line. They have first and 10 from their own 30. Felke in the shotgun, low snap, picks it up, looking to throw. Gets rid of it. It's going to be incomplete. Overthrown as Cale Johnson was the intended receiver. But Felke led him a little bit too far. And that is an incompletion that brings up second down and 10 for Easton Valley from their own 30-yard line. The Riverhawks back up to the line, second and 10 from their own 30. Felke goes under center. Simpson is the back. And believe that is Mestrich split out right. Pitch out to Simpson, going to the right. Cuts up the field. Has it past the midfield line. That should be enough for a first down, as Charlie Simpson runs the football well that time. That is enough for a first down. Into Wildcat territory at about the 37. And the Riverhawks are quickly back up to the line. Twin receivers to either side this time as Hayden Felke's all by himself in the shotgun. Takes the snap, dropping back. Some pressure gets there. He's going to step up. Still looking. Gets rid of it down the field. Aiden Hewling's wide open. And that time, the pass is not overthrown. It is perfectly placed. And Aiden Hewling brings it across the goal line for a touchdown. Hayden Felke to Aiden Hewling. 37 yards, and the Riverhawks extend their lead. Just 35 seconds into our third quarter. Riverhawks will go for two. Our score as of now, 26-6, as Easton Valley will attempt the two-point conversion. Hayden Felke splits out left. Cale Johnson's under center. Charlie Simpson is the back. Simpson takes it up the middle. He'll be dragged down. I believe he got over the goal line, and he did. So Simpson puts it in, and the two-point conversion is good. With 11 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the third quarter, Easton Valley on top by a score of 28-6. So the Riverhawks strike quickly in to begin our third quarter. They go 50 yards on just 3 plays. Results in Hayden Felke connecting with Aiden Hewling for a touchdown. So now the Wildcats will get it for the first time in the second half. Aiden Klosterman and Lucas Greif are back deep to return. They'll set up at about the 5. As looks like slight change in the kicking game as Charlie Simpson will now kick it off for Easton Valley. Ashton Hewling had been doing the kicking in that first half. Simpson's also a good kicker. So far this year, he's put 2 kickoffs into the end zone for touchbacks on 7 attempts. As here he gets set to kick. Comes up to the ball, sends it away, high, end over end, deep kick, and that'll go well into the end zone. About 6 or 7 yards deep back there. That is a clear touchback, and Central City will take over first down and 10 from their own 15-yard line as they look to strike back and get back into this game, trailing 28-6, 35 seconds into our third quarter. Wildcats break the huddle, and they come up to the line. It's the Klosterman brothers in the backfield, Aiden on the left, Matthew on the right, and Christopher Greif is the fullback. The snap will go to Aiden, up the middle, breaks off a 1 tackle. Now he's past the 20 and he's taken down. As he gets it close to a first down, be about a yard or 2 short of moving the chains, it looks like. That actually might be enough. They're going to give him credit for a full 10 on that carry. That will move the chains. That's first and 10 Central City, up to their own 25. Caden Ross, the defensive end for Easton Valley, went down on that play. He hobbles off the field, and Austin Weber, a reserve defensive player for the Riverhawks, jogs in there. He'll now play right defensive end. 11:15 and counting to go in our third quarter as the Wildcats come up to the line of scrimmage. Same formation, Matthew on the left, Aiden on the right. Back there to take the snap, Greif is the fullback. Aiden takes the snap again, bouncing around, trying to find some room. Gets about a yard, but that's about it. As the Riverhawks had that one well scouted. Give him credit for 2 yards, up to the 27-yard line. Second down and 8 yards to go for Central City, up to their own 27. Second down, 8 yards to go for the Wildcats. They have the football at their own 27. The Klosterman brothers back there to take the snap. Again, Christopher Greif is the fullback. Goes to Aiden again, up the middle, bouncing around, trying to get some room. It's going to be taken down a little bit shy of the 30, it looks like. A couple of yards there. Gets it up to about the 29. Called out the 28, in fact, so a gain of 1. It'll be third down, 7 yards to go from their own 28. Clock continues to run down, 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go in our third quarter. Wildcats taking their time in the huddle here with third down, 7 yards to go upcoming. Now they come up to the line. Matthew and Aiden back there again. Snap goes to Matthew. Nobody was ready. That's big trouble, and Matthew taken down in the backfield. Matthew took the snap, but nobody really moved after the ball was snapped. I wonder if it was a situation where we're supposed to go on 2, but the ball was snapped on 1. Nonetheless, results in a loss of about 7. It's 4th down and long, and the Wildcats will punt. So Aiden Hewling makes his way back to return. Jaden Hansen will snap. Aiden Klosterman will punt from about the 7-yard line. Wildcats motion again. Arwen Betzer goes in motion left to right. There's the snap to Aiden. Slightly low, but he handles it. Gets away a pretty good punt. Returnable as Hewling Fields breaks out of a tackle past the 35, going past midfield. He'll be taken down around the Wildcat 35-yard line. I believe they're going to credit him up to the 36. And it will be pretty good field position for Easton Valley as they take over in Wildcat territory. They spot the football. We'll call that the 35-yard line. So 35-yard field for the Riverhawks this time. They lead at 28-6. As Easton Valley has twin receivers to either side. Felke by himself in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw, scrambles over to his right. Gets rid of it, heaves one down the field. Callan Mesrich is there, he makes the catch. And it's a 35-yard touchdown pass. Hayden Felke to Callan Mesrich. And the Riverhawks extend their lead. 34-6 now the score. After Felke connects with the freshman leading receiver on the team, Callan Mesrich. And the Riverhawks will go for 2. Ball spotted at the 3-yard line for the 2-point conversion attempt. And the Riverhawks come up to the line. Twin receivers left. One receiver right. Cale Johnson's in the shotgun with Charlie Simpson to his left. Ashton Hewling comes in motion. Pitch to Simpson on the left side. Blocking is there, but he will be taken down short of the goal line. And the 2-point conversion is no good. We've got 8 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the third quarter. Easton Valley leads this game by a score of 34-6. So the Riverhawks strike again. This time it just takes them one play to go 35 yards. Hayden Felke throws his 3rd touchdown pass of the night. This one caught by Callan Mesrich, his first reception of the evening. And the Riverhawks extend their lead to 34-6. Aiden Klosterman and Lucas Greif again are back deep to return for Central City. And the Riverhawks make their way onto the field. Ashton Hewling did the kicking throughout the first half. Charlie Simpson kicked the last one and went about 7 yards deep into the end zone. And he has the tee again this time. Simpson sets down the tee, and he will get set to kick it away. Simpson counts off his steps. And now he takes his approach. Kicks it away. Bit of a wobbly kick, fielded by Klosterman at the 5, up to the 10. Makes a move to the 15. Breaks out of a tackle, taken down shy of the 20. So Klosterman returns that one for about a dozen yards or so. They're going to spot it at the 18-yard line. And that is where Central City will start this possession. First down and 10, 8:41 to go until the end of the third. Riverhawks on top of Central City by a score of 34-6. Wildcats up to the line. Jaden Hansen's in the shotgun. He's got Aiden Klosterman to his left. Braden Rickles playing in his first game of the year, split out left. Snap goes to Jaden. Quick pass over to Braden. He makes the catch, his first of the season. And he's taken down shortly thereafter. Gains about 7 on the play, up past the 25 to the 26. We'll call it 8, and that'll set up second down and short. So second down and 2 yards to go for the Wildcats. Ball at the 26. Braden Rickles was the leading receiver all year last season for the Wildcats, but playing in just his first game of the year tonight after he couldn't play in the opening 4 games of the season. Lucas Greif is split out left now. Hansen in the shotgun, takes the snap. It's pretty much the same play except to Lucas Greif this time as he breaks out of a couple tackles, still fighting ahead. He'll have the first down and a couple more up to about the 31. So they run pretty much the same play twice and it works out both times. The first one for 8, this one for about 5, and that results in a fresh set of downs for Central City. Braden Rickles is back into the ball game as Lucas Greif comes out. They've been trading plays so far this possession. 7:45 and counting to play in our third quarter as both teams are back up there. Rickles split out left. Hansen in the shotgun. Aiden Klosterman to his left. Jaden takes the snap. Pump fakes. Rickles goes deep. It's a good ball, but it's well overthrown, incomplete. Good ball in the terms that it had some air underneath of it, but Rickles and Hewlin kind of got mixed up, and the ball ended up being well overthrown. So that pass falls incomplete. It'll be second down and 10 yards to go for the Wildcats from their own 31. Hansen and Coach Myers having a conversation, and now Hansen alongside Braden Rickles running the huddle with the play call. 3 straight passes to begin this possession for Central City. First 2 were completed, but that time it fell incomplete. Rickles splits out right this time. Hansen in the shotgun. Aiden Klosterman to his left. Snap goes to Aiden this time. Going up the middle. Not too much room there. Taken down after a gain of a couple. He'll have it up to about the 33-yard line, as that'll set up third down and 8 yards to go. So Lucas Greif jogs in to replace Braden Rickles, and Jaden Hansen runs in with the play call for this 3rd and 8 play. Greif splits out left. Hansen in the shotgun with Aiden Klosterman to his left. Takes the snap, drops back, clean pocket, sends one down the field. Greif is there, but he can't make the catch. Had a chance at it, but couldn't bring that one in, and 4th down is upcoming, and the Wildcats are going to punt again. 4th down and 8 yards to go. Hansen and Greif now on the sideline having a conversation, trying to figure out what went wrong on that play to result in the incompletion. Nonetheless, it's 4th down and 8 from the Wildcat 33, and they're going to punt. Jaden Hansen will snap it. Aiden Klosterman will punt it, standing at the 20. And Aiden Hewlin goes back to the 10 to return the punt. Again, Arwen Betzer goes in motion. Good snap. Klosterman does it rugby style and sends it away. Wobbly punt. It'll take a bit of a Wildcat bounce. Ends up being a pretty good punt up to about the 13-yard line. That is where Hansen gets down there and downs it. The Riverhawks will take over. 1st down and 10 from their own 13-yard line. 34 yards on that punt from Aiden. Not quite his best of the night. Had a 35-yarder earlier, but still a very good one. So 1st down and 10, Easton Valley from their own 13-yard line. Riverhawks lead the Wildcats 34-6 as the Riverhawks come to the line of scrimmage. I formation with a receiver split out left. Felke under center as he's got Hewling and Simpson behind him. Hewling goes in motion. They fake the pitch, and Felke will keep it himself on the left sideline. He'll be taken down at about the 20-yard line by Nolan Gates. As Felke gains about 7 on that carry up to the 20-yard line. And that'll set up second down and 3 yards to go for Easton Valley. 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Riverhawks have extended their lead. It was 20-6 at the half. They've scored 14 points early on in this third quarter, and it's now 34-6. One receiver left, twins to the right. Felke in the shotgun, Simpson to his right. Hewling comes in motion. Handoff up the middle to Simpson. Gets some steam going, but it's shut down quickly as Christopher Greif, Braxton Davis are in there to help make the tackle. As that will be about a yard short of a first down. Simpson picks up about 2 on that carry. Needed 3, so it'll be third down. Looks like less than a yard to go. Ball's around the 18 or 17-yard line of Central City, or Easton Valley, I should say. We'll call that the 17. Twin receivers left, one to the right. Handoff up the middle to Simpson. He'll have the first down as he plunges ahead, and Matthew Klosman eventually brings him down, but Simpson kept his feet just long enough to bring it across that first down marker. And that will be a first down for the Riverhawks up to the 26-yard line, it looks like. I believe I misspoke earlier on. As will be first down and 10 yards to go for Easton Valley. 5 minutes and counting to go in our third quarter. Callan Mesrich splits out left. Johnson Hewling to the right. Felke in the shotgun. He's got Simpson to his right. Hewling comes in motion. Play action pass. Felke strike across the middle is incomplete. Led Callan Mesrich just a bit too much as Felke's pass goes to the ground, incomplete. Second down and 10 is upcoming for Easton Valley. They have the ball at their own 26-yard line. Felke is 8 of 15 passing the football so far in this game. He's gone for 155 yards, and he does have 3 touchdown passes so far here on the night. Riverhawks up to the line, second down and 10 from their own 26. Trip receivers left, one to the right. Felke in the shotgun, takes the snap, screen pass over to Simpson, makes the catch. Trying to find some room down that sideline, past the 30, keeps his feet past the 35, taken out of bounds, a little bit shy of midfield. That time screen pass works pretty well. Is enough for a first down and then some. They're going to spot the football at the 37, so that is a gain of about 12, as I think they actually set that one down to the 38. Regardless, more than enough for a first down. And Easton Valley are just a couple of yards shy of midfield as they come back up to the line. One receiver left is the I formation for the Riverhawks. Felke under center. Hands it off to Hewling. He fumbles the football, but I think he got back on it. And it's still loose. And now I think the Wildcats are going to have it. And they do. Aiden Hewling took the handoff. And I think Nolan Gates is the one that ended up getting on it. Aiden Klosmer was in the area as well, but nonetheless, Central City gets the football back. So a much-needed stop by this Wildcat defense. Now we'll see if the offense can get anything going. They haven't been able to do too much here tonight, except for 1 or 2 drives. They move the ball effectively. So Wildcats are in Riverhawk territory at the 37. 4.5 minutes to go until the end of the third. Klosman brothers are in the backfield. Snap will go to Aiden, trying to find room up the middle. Makes some moves past the 20 or 35, and he'll be taken down shortly thereafter. Looks like he got it up to about the 34-yard line. Gain of about 3. That sets up second down and 7 yards to go for the Wildcats. Aiden so far in this game, 12 carries, 60 yards, and a touchdown. Only player with more than 2 yards on the ground so far. Wildcats up to the line, same formation. Christopher Greif is the fullback. Aiden's on the left, Matthew on the right back there. Snap goes to Aiden again. Trying to find some room, but it's swallowed up quickly as looks like Charlie Simpson came in there and laid a big hit. They're going to say he lost some yardage on that carry. Lost a fair amount of yardage, in fact. A loss of, we'll call that 2 back to the 36. So third down and 9 is upcoming for Central City, and Jaden Hansen jogs back into the huddle for this third and long play with 3 minutes and 15 seconds and counting to go until the end of the third. And now we've got a stoppage as some unfortunate timing here. Aiden Klosterman is going to be told by the head referee he needs to exit the ball game. Our athletic trainer, Beth Griggs, is out there, but I'm not sure if it's an injury type thing or equipment. The referee is communicating with Beth as well as Coach Myers what the issue is. Nonetheless, Aiden's out for this play, and his little brother Matthew jogs in for this third down play we have upcoming. 3rd down and 9 for the Wildcats from the Riverhawk 36. Lucas Greif split out left. Hansen in the shotgun. Matthew Klosterman to his left. Snap goes to Jaden. Strike over to Lucas Greif. It's going to be caught, but he's taken down right away by Aiden Hewling. He's going to be about 3 yards shy of a first down. Gets a gain of 6 up to the 30. So 4th down is upcoming for Central City. They have 4th down, 3 yards to go. We'll call that 4th and 4, in fact, as they are going to spot the football at the 31. Braden Rickles is now split out left. 4th down, 4 yards to go for Central City. As Hansen takes the snap, sends one deep towards the end zone. Rickles is there, but it ends up bringing him out of bounds, so even if it would have caught it, wouldn't have been in play. And the ball falls incomplete. So the Riverhawks hold. They'll take over on downs. 1st down and 10 from their own 31-yard line. 2 minutes and 27 seconds remain in the 3rd quarter. Again, the Riverhawks lead this game 34-6. Wildcats 4-0 coming into this game. Riverhawks 3-1. Their one loss coming to Don Bosco, ranked 3rd in 8-player. Riverhawks are ranked 4th. Wildcats ranked 10th. Entering play here tonight. Riverhawks up to the line, 1st and 10 from their own 31. Felke under center, receiver out left, Simpson behind him. Now Mesrich comes in motion to the right. It'll be a pitch out to Simpson on the left, makes a juke, and he's going to be taken down after maybe a yard. Nolan Gates and Braxton Davis got in there. Braxton might be a bit slow to get up, but he will get back to his feet. Charlie Simpson gains a yard on that carry. And it will be 2nd down for for Easton Valley. 9 yards to go from their own 31. Twin receivers left, one to the right. Felke in the shotgun, Simpson to his left. Hewling comes in motion. Handoff up the middle to Simpson, and he's taken down pretty much right away once again. Great job by that defensive front. Luke Birds and David Munyakazi alongside Makai Benton in on that play. We'll call that no gain. It'll be 3rd down, 9 yards to go for the Riverhawks from their own 31-yard line. Ashton Hewling runs in the play call for the Riverhawks. And now they break the huddle. Callan Mesrich splits out left. Felke's under center with Charlie Simpson behind him. There is an up back. I believe that is Aiden Hewling. Play action pass. Looking over. Hewling is open down the near sideline. He will make the catch. One man to beat as he has a one-on-one drill with Matthew Klosterman. Aiden Hewling wins it. And the Riverhawks go down the field for the touchdown. Hayden Felke connects with Aiden Hewling for the long touchdown pass. They extend their lead 48 yards on that connection. It's 40-6. And with a conversion, the Riverhawks could get running clock. The Riverhawks will go for 2. And they come up to the line. Felke splits out left. Ashton Hewling as well as Caden Ross out right. Johnson in the shotgun. Simpson to his left. Hewling comes in motion, right to left, excuse me. There'll be a quick screen pass, and now they shovel it behind to Simpson. And the 2-point conversion is good. Cale Johnson completed the screen pass to Hayden Felke. And then Felke pitched it backwards to Charlie Simpson, who brought it across the goal line for 2 points. So 1 minute and 1 second to go in the 3rd quarter. Easton Valley extending their lead. It's now 42-6. Riverhawks on top. For any at-home statisticians, I believe that would be scored as a simple pass to Felke, excuse me, and then the run to Johnson added on the end. So just over a minute to go in our 3rd quarter. Wildcats will get it back after they fall behind 42-6. Riverhawks will kick it away. Charlie Simpson will kick it once again. He's kicked it twice and both been good ones. There's now a 36-point advantage for the Riverhawks. So we will see running clock here. Again, it is the duo of Aiden Klosterman and Lucas Greif back deep. Simpson sends it away. End-over-end kick, and that'll go about 7 yards deep into the end zone. So that is a touchback. And Central City takes over, 1st and 10 from their own 15 with 61 seconds to go until we reach the fourth quarter. So Wildcats start from their own 15-yard line. They're in the huddle. Now they break the huddle. Up to the line of scrimmage. It's the Klosterman brothers back there. Matthew on the left, Aiden on the right. Christopher Greif is the fullback. Greif takes the snap as the fullback. Gets past the 20, past the 25. Trying to drag him down. They can't get him down. He finally is taken down just shy of midfield. Christopher Greif runs for about 20 yards. I swear at least once a game, Christopher Greif just plows through arm tackles and gets 20 to 30-yard gains. You see it at least once a game. Doesn't get too many carries as the fullback in that formation, but he always seems to do something spectacular at least once a night. So count that as a gain of 22 for Greif. 1st and 10 Wildcats from their own 37. Snap goes to Matthew, spins and keeps it himself. Gets it to that or near sideline, I should say. Past midfield, stays in bounds, going out of bounds past the 30. They're going to spot him out at the 31. So a couple of nice plays in a row there from the Wildcats. As Matthew Klosterman is shoved out into Riverhawk territory at the 31. That is a gain of a dozen for the sophomore. And that will bring us to the end of 3 quarters of football here from Central City. So we've played 3, just 12 minutes to go in this game. And Easton Valley leads the Wildcats by a score of 42-6. So while we've got a break in the action, I'll give a shout out to our sponsor, Heartland Bank. Heartland Bank is everywhere you are with our online and mobile banking apps. You have your accounts at your fingertips anytime, anywhere. Check your balances, pay bills, transfer money, and find Heartland Bank locations with just a touch. Bank on the go at hbtbank.com. Member FDIC. So as always, big thank you to Heartland Bank for all their support of Wildcat Athletics. Couldn't bring you broadcasts of Wildcat football each Friday night without their great support. So thank you so much to Heartland Bank for making broadcasts like this one possible. So fourth quarter about to get underway. Wildcats have the football, 1st and 10 from the Riverhawk 31. They'll work left to right this time. Riverhawks will defend the end zone to my right to begin the fourth quarter. Klosterman brothers are in the backfield for Central City. Christopher Greif is the fullback. Fourth quarter is underway as Aiden takes a snap. It's a quick screen pass to Christopher Greif, and that is gobbled up right away. No room that time as that'll go backwards. Pretty sizable loss of about 5 that time. As that'll set up 2nd down and 15 yards to go back at the 36. Wildcats back up to the line. Same formation. Klosterman brothers are back there. Aiden on the left, Matthew on the right. Christopher Greif is the fullback. Matthew keeps it himself. Breaks out of a couple of tackles. Still on his feet, and he's finally driven down. Great effort from Matthew, but not going to show much for it as he's taken down. Looks like they're going to spot him down for a loss. We've got an injury on the field. As Hudson Underwood, defensive tackle for Easton Valley, who is in a cast on his right arm, is down on the ground writhing in pain. Underwood did not play last week, was in jeans on the sideline. And now he's down in the field. Certainly hope he's all right, especially in a game that's already out of hand like this. Don't want to see anybody get injured. That is for sure. They're going to check on him as everybody's gone down to a knee. It'll be 3rd down and 16 yards to go for Central City from the Riverhawk 37 once play resumes, but for the moment, more worried about the health of Hudson Underwood, 6'2", 340-pound junior defensive tackle for Easton Valley, down on the ground and hasn't gotten up since being injured on that previous play. So pause in the action as they check on the injured player. 11 minutes and 13 seconds to go in this game. As I said, I have no idea what the injury actually is, but Underwood is playing in a cast on his right arm and was not in action last week. When I watched the film preparing to do tonight's broadcast, noticed that he was in jeans standing on that sideline. Now it looks like the paramedics are going to come over and take a look at him, as this might be a more serious injury as he still has not made a move to get up to his feet. And this may be something of an extended timeout for the injury. Believe it is a lower body injury. That is what Beth is working on, Central City's athletic trainer. But again, that's way down there on the field. It's at about the middle of the field at the 35-yard line where Underwood is down. Several people out there next to him, Coach Myers among them, our athletic trainer Beth. A couple of paramedics looks like came over, and a couple of Easton Valley coaches are out there as well. And now Underwood is going to get to his feet with plenty of assistance, and he is up to his feet. And that is good to see. He's going to make his way over to the sideline under his own power. So thank goodness for that. He struggles to get to the sideline, and they're going to work on him some more right when he gets there. But it does not appear to be anything overly serious. And he is taking a seat on the bench. So we'll be set to resume play here shortly. Central City has the football. 3rd down, 16 yards to go from the Riverhawk 37. The referee winds the clock. 11 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the game. Klosterman brothers are back there. Greif is the fullback. Snap goes to Aiden, making some moves, trying to get towards that far side or near sideline. He will, but he's taken down for not much of a gain. Might have gotten a yard. That's about it. Again, Aiden Klosterman, the ball carrier that time. No gain on that carry, and 4th down and long is upcoming. Don't believe that is the punt team out there, so they might be going for it here. And they will. 4th down, 16 yards to go from the Riverhawk 37. Matthew takes the snap, play action pass, rolling left. He's in some trouble, gets rid of it, going towards Rickles. It's going to be incomplete, dropped. It looked like he would have been wrapped up quickly and would have been short of the 1st down anyways. Nonetheless, Matthew Klosterman's pass to Braden Rickles falls to the ground, incomplete. And Easton Valley will take over on downs. 1st down and 10 from their own 37-yard line with 10 minutes, 5 seconds and counting via the running clock to go in this game. Looks like the ball may have actually moved to the 36. Nonetheless, Riverhawks have 1st and 10, a couple of yards shy of midfield. In this case, 4 yards shy. Trips receivers left, one to the right. Felke in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back. Strike across the middle, is batted up and incomplete. Matthew Klosterman was nearly able to pick that one off. I think Matthew's the one that got up there and got a hand on it. The ball falls to the ground incomplete. And it will be 2nd down and 10 yards to go. 9.5 minutes to play. So the Riverhawks up to the line. 2nd and 10 from their own 36. Felke in the shotgun. Simpson to his left. Cale Johnson tight to the line of scrimmage as a receiver on the left. It's a pitch over to Simpson on the left. Some great blocking, but the Wildcats get off their blocks and make the tackle for a loss. Makai Benton was in there, and so was Matthew Klosterman. That'll be a loss of 2 on the carry for Charlie Simpson. Back to the 34. It's 3rd down and 12 upcoming for Easton Valley. Riverhawks have the ball at their own 34-yard line. So Felke runs in with the play call here on 3rd down and a dozen. I believe that is Messerich split out right. It is. Felke in the shotgun, trips receivers tight to the line of scrimmage on the left. Felke takes the snap, drops back. Some pressure's coming, gets rid of it. Aiden Hewling's open, makes the catch. 1st down and more past the 30. Makes a man miss past the 20. As that'll be a big gain on 3rd down. Aiden Hewling on the reception. Gets it down to the 20-yard line in Central City territory. That is where the Riverhawks will have 1st down and 10. Gain of 26 on the pitch and catch from Hayden Felke to Aiden Hewling. Clock is down to under 8 minutes remaining in the ball game. Riverhawks on top 42-6. Riverhawks ranked 4th in the state coming into this game. Wildcats ranked 10th. Riverhawks 3-1. Wildcats 4-0. I formation for the Riverhawks. Pitch out to Simpson going to the right. Cuts it up, going back towards the middle of the field. Down the sideline, has the 1st down and more inside the 10. And 1st and goal is upcoming for Easton Valley. Charlie Simpson gains somewhere in the ballpark of 13 yards on that carry. Looks like they will spot that at the 7. So it is a gain of 13 for Simpson. 1st down and goal to go for Easton Valley. They have the football at the 7. Riverhawks up to the line. 1st down and goal to go. Felke in the shotgun, Simpson to his left. Twin receivers tight to the line of scrimmage on the left. Hand off to Simpson, cuts it up the middle. Great breaking through tackles and crosses the goal line. Simpson's in there once again. And Charlie Simpson runs it in from 7 yards out. Riverhawks extend their lead. It's actually Simpson's first rushing touchdown of the night. He's had a nice night on the ground, 18 carries for 89 yards. But he hadn't found the end zone until that play. Riverhawks will go for 2, but we got a stoppage. Officials timeout. I think he's going to tell somebody he needs to leave the game, or maybe tell somebody he needs to... Yep, it is in fact going to be Hayden Felke that has to leave the game, the quarterback for the Riverhawks, but on these conversions, he does not play quarterback. He instead splits out a receiver most of the time. And it will be Peyton Lott jogging in to the huddle. Lott, a 5'11", 160-pound sophomore running back, who has not seen too much action this year. 4 carries for 24 yards. And looks like they're actually going to kick a PAT. Ashton Hewling will attempt the point after. This year he's 3 of 8 on extra point attempts. Cale Johnson will hold, and believe it will be Peyton Lott that has to come in and do the snapping, as Hayden Felke is the long snapper. Pretty good snap. Kicks on the way. It is up. It looks good. And it is, yes, they give it a late signal, but it is Ashton Hewling that puts in the PAT. We've got 6 minutes and 47 seconds to go in the ball game. Riverhawks on top of Central City by a score of 49-6. Well, we got a quick break. Let's give a shout out to Heartland Bank. Heartland Bank is a full-service community bank. We believe in meeting the needs of our customers while exceeding their expectations. Banking is personal to each individual. That's why we offer options for your life. Member FDIC. Well, folks, Easton Valley, I suppose, is number 4 in the state for a reason. This is a good football team the Wildcats are faced up with here tonight. And they've shown it. Wildcats had flashes. They kept them out of the end zone for a lot, or excuse me, I should say a long time there in that first quarter into the second quarter after a couple of quick scores. They didn't score for the majority of that first half. Wildcats had their chances, but this one quickly got out of hand once the second half got underway. That's unfortunately going to be the story of the night. Certainly not one the Wildcats should hang their head on, as this is easily the best team they'll face all regular season. Simpson will kick it away, has it teed up and puts a boot into it. Wobbly kick going towards the sideline. It will get out of bounds at about the 1 yard line. Flag flies for the illegal kickoff out of bounds. Of course, teams have a couple of options here. Coach Myers could either have the Wildcats take the football in good field position, or they could back it up 5 and re-kick. It looks like they're going to back it up 5, except a young man came and took the tee, so they're going to need to get the tee back out there. Young man in an orange hoodie along that far sideline does jog out and give the tee back to Simpson. They'll back it up 5 and re-kick. So Simpson will now kick off from the 25-yard line. A couple of his kicks here tonight would have gone into the end zone as a touchback, even from that extended distance. We'll see what this one looks like. The Wildcats have Aiden Klosterman and Lucas Greif back deep to return. Simpson gets set to take his approach. Now comes up to the ball, sends it away. That one's also going towards the sideline, but it will stay in. Greif fields at the 12, up past the 20. Tries to make a move, but he's driven into the ground by, I believe, Aiden Hewling on the tackle. Somewhere around that 20-yard line. And that is where Central City will take over. First down and 10. Ball spotted right at the 20. So clock does not stop after the kickoff via the running clock. So 6 minutes, 20 seconds and counting until this one goes final. Jaden Hansen's in the shotgun. He's got twin receivers right. One receiver left, tight to the line of scrimmage. It's Matthew Klosterman on the left side. Hansen takes the snap, drops back. Pressure coming. It's going to be thrown over the middle, incomplete. Aiden Klosterman, the intended receiver. But that one falls to the ground and is an incompletion. Clock does not stop on the incompletion, so we're down to about 5:45 and counting. Jaden Hansen comes into the huddle. And Wildcats up to the line. Twin receivers left. That's Lucas Greif and Aiden Klosterman. Matthew Klosterman is tight to the line of scrimmage on the right. Hansen in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back, fires over towards the near sideline. Matthew Klosterman makes the catch, goes out of bounds. He should have the first down. If not, it'll be within a yard, but it looks like they are going to give enough for the first down. Gain of 11 up to the 31 on the connection from Hansen to Klosterman. And that will be first down and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 31. Hansen jogs into the huddle as the Wildcats have the football first and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Same formation, twin receivers left, one to the right. Hansen in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back. Pressure up the middle on the blitz. It's going to be incomplete. Lucas Greif was the intended receiver. Charlie Simpson was on the blitz that time and came flying in there. Forced Hansen to rush his pass. That one goes incomplete, intended for Greif. And second down and 10 yards to go is upcoming for Central City. Hansen again jogs into the huddle. And the Wildcats up to the line. Twin receivers left, one to the right, tight to the line of scrimmage again. That's Matthew Klosterman. Hansen in the shotgun. Aiden Klosterman and Lucas Greif on the left. Hansen takes the snap, dropping back, fires across the middle, but it's high, overthrown, intended for Aiden Klosterman. So that pass also falls to the ground, incomplete. After two straight incompletions, third down and 10 yards to go is upcoming for Central City, and Jaden Hansen will leave the field for this play as they'll switch up the formation. Hansen in this game so far, 4 of 13 for 30 yards. Both Klosterman brothers have also attempted a pass. Matthews 1 of 3 for 9 yards. Aiden 1 of 1, but that play went for a loss of 5. Lucas Greif splits out right. The Closerman brothers are back there. Matthew on the left, Aiden on the right. Greif comes in motion. Fake the jet sweep. Aiden up the middle. Not a whole lot there. Might have lost a yard. Believe he did. So Aiden Closterman loses a yard on that carry, and it will be 4th down and 11 yards to go for Central City from their own 30-yard line. Unless they go for it here, they will punt it away for the 6th time tonight. They might not, looks like they're not going to be punting, as the long snapper, Jaden Hansen's not in the game. So with nothing to lose and 2:45 on the clock, they're going to go for it. 4th and 11 from their own 30. Closerman brothers are back there. Snap is going to go to Matthew. Play action pass, rolling left. Gets rid of it. It's going to be incomplete. Benson was the intended receiver that time. But the pass falls to the ground. And Easton Valley will take over. 1st down and 10 from the Wildcat 30. 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock and counting until this one goes final. So Easton Valley has it at the Wildcat 30, leading 49-6. In just over 2 minutes to go in the game, theoretically the Riverhawks could just knee this one out and we could go shake hands. We'll see what they do, as they have number 1 going into the huddle. I don't have a number 1 on my roster sheet, although I believe that is in fact just Hayden Felke in a new jersey. So Felke in the shotgun. Simpson to his right, pitch to Simpson. Gets it past the 25, keeps his feet moving, makes a juke move inside the 20, 1st down and more. Up to about the 13-yard line, as Simpson gets more than enough for a 1st down. Up to the 16-yard line, gain of 14 by Simpson that time. That puts him over 100 yards on the ground tonight. Puts him at 103 as the Riverhawks are quickly back up to the line. I think they want to extend this lead. Felke under center. Takes the snap, handoff to Simpson up the middle. Breaks out of 1 tackle, makes a juke move. Still fighting ahead, finally dragged down around the 10-yard line. And they're going to spot that football at the 10 with a minute to go. The Riverhawks have 2nd down and 4 yards to go, and they're trying to put another touchdown on the board. Now they might be slowing things down as they do go into the victory formation. So respect to the Riverhawks for not trying to run the score up any further than it needed to be after getting a couple of good plays going there. They do have to snap it one more time, so Felke will go to a knee once again. He does so, and that will do it. They don't need to snap the football again. 25 seconds left on the clock, but that'll just roll down, and that will do it for tonight's matchup. Easton Valley gets the win over Central City. And our final score here from Central City is Easton Valley 49 and Central City 6. So the 4th-ranked Riverhawks improve to 4-1 in the season. The 10th-ranked Wildcats fall to 4-1. As this game has now gone final, Riverhawks win it 49-6. Go over some final statistics before we sign off. First of all, for Easton Valley, Hayden Felke, 11 of 19, 241 yards and 4 touchdowns. Charlie Simpson had 20 carries for 109 yards and a touchdown. Hayden Felke, 16 carries, 35 yards, 2 touchdowns and a fumble. And Aiden Hewling ran it twice for 5 yards and a fumble. In the receiving game for the Riverhawks, Aiden Hewling caught 4 passes, 131 yards and 2 touchdowns. Charlie Simpson, 5 catches, 72 yards and a touchdown. And Callan Messerich, 1 catch, 35 yards, and he also scored a touchdown. For Central City, Jaden Hansen was 4 of 13 for 30 yards. Matthew Closerman, 1 of 4 for 9 yards. And Aiden Closerman, 1 of 1 for a loss of 5 yards. On the ground, Aiden Closerman, 15 carries for 57 yards and a touchdown. Christopher Greif, 2 carries for 24 yards. Matthew Closerman ran it 7 times for 10 yards. Jaden Hansen ran it twice for 2 yards and 2 fumbles. And Josh Lindsay ran it once. That went down as a loss of 12 because of a mishandled snap. And in the receiving game, Lucas Greif, 2 receptions for 11 yards. Matthew Closerman, 1 catch for 11 yards. Braden Rickles caught 1 pass for 8 yards. And Christopher Greif, two catches, for a gain of 4 yards. Wildcats run the football for 84 yards, 34 yards picked up on the ground, or through the air, I should say. They gained 118 yards on the night. Easton Valley rushed for 147. Riverhawks passed it for 238. 385 yards of offense for the victorious Riverhawks. So Wildcats fall to 4-1 in the season. After the loss to Easton Valley, they will conclude district play next week when they hit the road to Springville. Then a couple of non-district games will be up next to close out the regular season for the Wildcats. I'll be there this coming Friday, a week from today in Springville, as the Wildcats look to take back the Tractor Bowl trophy from the Orioles. Remember, Tuesday, big matchup in volleyball. Sidney McCarthy will have the call for that one, as the Wildcats take on Springville in that sport as well. Number 1 team in the state comes to town. So until next Friday, ladies and gentlemen, I'm David Warrington saying good night and go Cats.